through the academy there, and he thought he would be going back in the summer because he thought he would get very little chance to play in the first team at City. As it's turned out, of course, injuries to key men has meant that...
You're with Andy Penders on Red Card Sports Radio.
Welcome everyone, it's Saturday night. How you doing? It's the Andy Penders Show. We're streaming everywhere, basically. Welcome. What a show we have for you tonight. Special guests include Balestier Khalsa's captain, Zaiful Nizam, central defender Sheikh Abdul Hadi in the house, in the studio. We also preview the Tampines PAHANG match. That's at the Jalan Besar Stadium. We speak to coach V. Sundaramurthy. Also, intern Joel is there. He's covering the match for us as Jermaine Pennant makes his bow. We talk and play Subbuteo as well. Can't wait. With the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. Motor racing journalist Graham Harvey is in the house with some amazing stories about his time covering the sport here in Asia, which is good. Also horse racing aficionado as well. We have Liverpool and Manchester United supporters on the show, along with the best tipster in the business. Alan Bentley's in the house. We preview all tonight's FA Cup matches. My hometown, Eastleigh. It's where I was born and raised and stuff. They're in the third round. Come on, the Spitfires. They take on Bolton today. We give you a chance to win. We give you a chance to win a top-of-the-range Samsung phone on today's show. Top-of-the-range Samsung phone on today's show. Awesome. The big Red Card Sports Radio Football Challenge. It's here. All the sports news with producer Nicholas Lim as well. So if you do want to get in touch, please do so at Red Card Sports on Twitter or with Andy Penders as well. Everything okay, Nick? How's your week?
It's going well.
Good to know. Right, let's meet our guests first up, shall we? It's a big hello to captain of Balestier Khalsa, Zaiful Nizam, and new signing, centre-back signing, Sheikh Abdul Hadi. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How's it going, Brody?
Hello, guys. I'm Zaiful. From Balestier, I'm captain for the team.
Good. I like it. I like the intro. Just thought he'd just intro himself there, Abdul Hadi. I'm going to intro myself. I like it. Bro. Big game tonight. Hougang up against Tampines. We're going to be speaking to Sundaram anytime shortly, Nicholas Lim. Yeah?
Monsieur, you want to just speak one?
Yeah, okay. Sundaram's on the phone, is he?
He is.
Okay, good to hear. Hey, Sundaram, it's Andy.
Hi. Sundar, you can spare it 1 minute?
Oh, good.
Red Card Radio. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, Derek, yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Sundaram, it's Andy. Can you hear me?
Hey, hello.
Oh, okay. Live radio.
Hello?
Hi, Sundaram, it's Andy.
Hey, hi, Andy.
Hey, everything good? You've had a very quiet week this week. What have you done with all the boredom?
More than boredom, man. A lot of things happening,
Hey, a lot of things happening. I'll quickly get on to Penn in a second, but you've also got Ramon Rose trialling with you as well, former Queen's Park Rangers.
Yes.
Has he impressed you?
Okay, it's still early to say. Even Jamin had only 3 sessions under the belt. And as for Roman Rose, I think he's also having only 2 sessions, so it will take some time, some games to decide on them,
Okay, understand. Tonight's game is against Hougang. When I'm doing Football Manager 2016 pre-season, I always tell my team to go out there and just have a run out because the result is not important. It's all about fitness. Is that your message to the players?
I mean, basically, we want to approach the game as we approach any game, But since it's a friendly, it's more to look at the foreign players. At the same time, the other players, we are on pre-season just to have a run out. And then important is they go out and play to instruction and play well,
Will Pennant get a run out in the second half?
Yeah.
Okay, confirm. And presumably you would like to sign him?
I mean, the 45 minutes, I think, I don't know if it's sufficient or not. As for us, the interest is there, but depends on his performance and the commitment to the team,
Okay, understood. Hey, Coach, have a good game tonight. I know you're busy. We'll let you be.
Thank you.
Coach Syndrome on the Andy Penders Show on Red Card Sports Radio. Let's just we'll get stuck in talking to our two Balestier Khalsa superstars in just a second. In the meantime, let's get the very latest sports news with our producer, Nicholas Lim.
Thanks, Andy. We start in tennis. Swiss star Roger Federer has reached the final of the Brisbane International for the third straight time. Federer beat rising star Dominic Thiem in just 1 hour, 6-1, 6-4. Federer will meet big serving Canadian Milos Raonic in a repeat of the final in 2015. Moving on to golf, world number 1 Jordan Spieth has moved 4 shots clear after day 2 at the Hyundai Tournament of Champions in Hawaii. The American started the day 1 shot behind the leaders and shot a round of 64 to move 16 under. 3 players are tied for second at 12 under: Patrick Reed, Kevin Kisner and Fabian Gomez. And finally, in football, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp is hopeful his side's injury crisis will ease next week. The Reds are currently without enough players to fill a starting 11 on its own and played last night's FA Cup clash with Exeter City mostly with youngsters. But Klopp is optimistic some of his players will be back in action next week, including defenders Dejan Lovren, Mamadou Sakho and Martin Skirtle.
Thanks, Nicholas. Liverpool optimistic. There's 2 words that you hear quite a lot, isn't it? Goodness me. Hey, welcome. It's the Andy Penders Show. What a show we have for you today. I just want to top it by saying that you have the chance to win a Samsung mobile phone because we have our first sponsors of the show. Samsung Sports Flow, salute to you for sponsoring part of the show. 2016 is our year, everybody. The big Red Card Sports Radio Football Challenge brought to you by Samsung Sports Flow. This is how you enter, and I'll tell you what you need to do. We're giving away 1 mobile phone, top of the range, every month. You download the Samsung Sports Flow app, which we're a channel on. Red Card Sports Radio is a channel there. Go to that channel. Go to the bottom. You'll see Sports Chat. That's how you enter. But what am I entering, and I hear you asking? We want your favourite football chant. Just for this month, in the month of January, type in a football chant that you've made up. We'll choose the best one, and that one will win a phone. Now, seeing as I've got 2 professional footballers in here, guys, Zaiful, Abdul Hadi, have you got a football chant of your own? Like, have you ever heard the fans giving it a song for you?
Yeah, obviously we do year before.
Well, have they got a song specifically for you?
I think there's last time when I played for Guma.
Go on, what was it? Do you remember what it was?
It's just like Zaiful is the best among the rest. Zaiful is the best among the rest. Yeah, that's
different class, bro. Love it. Abdul Hadi, have you got a song of your?
Actually, I don't have, but something that sounds similar to my name, so I take it as mine.
Go on.
Yeah, from Young Lions. Yeah, it's like Adi 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 oh Adi Adi. It's definitely not for me because even though I'm not playing, they're still chanting that song. So I'll just take it as my own, just quietly. Yes.
I like it. That's a good one. Hey, I think the best one we've had on the show so far is my one, because I can say that. We had Issa Halim in last week. So to the tune of Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners, it went, oh, Issa Halim, you know what I mean. He wins everything. Issa Halim, you know. Class, right? Anyway, so we have a Balestier Khalsa fan in the house, right? Actually within the Red Card Sports Radio studios. Because we all chose our colours. I'm Geylang Bole, High Press. Nick is a Hougang United supporter. And intern Joel is a Balestier Khalsa supporter. Hi, intern Pratap. Hi, intern Pratap.
Hi, Andy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So my challenge to intern Pratap, because he's going to go to a lot of Balestier Khalsa games this year, is to come up with a song for both of you. So who do you want to do first, Pratap?
I'd like to do Zaiful Nizam.
Zaiful Nizam. Okay, so if you ever hear this chant coming from the stadium, you know where it's come from. Intern Pratap, take it away, sir.
Okay, don't mind the social suicide. Okay, he's buff, he's strong, and he's built like a bloody ox. Zaiful Nizam, Zaiful Nizam. Not bad, right? No, but I feel like it could go on, right?
Okay, try again.
Okay.
He's built like an ox. I love
Yeah.
it. What does that rhyme with, though? Does it rhyme with anything?
No,
No.
wait.
Okay. So you've gone for the non-rhyming
Yeah,
chant. I like it.
You know, the one with content. He's buff, he's strong, and he's built like a bloody ox. Zaiful Nizam, Zaiful Nizam. I know there's a sentence right there, but I can't think of it.
You need to sing it, bro. Like you're doing like you're chanting. You can't just go, oh, hey, brother.
No, my
Hey, brother.
my Abdul Hadi and Balestier Khalsa songs are actually songs. This is just these are lyrics, not a
Okay,
song.
if you have some weird guy just go, hey, he's big and strong. That's it. Right, okay, right. 0 out of 10 for that. Right, let's try and improve upon that. So this is for Abdul Hadi, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I have two for Abdul Hadi. The first one is to the tune of Na 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 Hey Hey Goodbye. Okay. Abdul Hadi, Abdul Hadi, hey, Abdul Hadi,
Abdul Hadi, Abdul Hadi, hey, Abdul Hadi, Abdul Hadi, Abdul Hadi, hey, Abdul Hadi. Brilliant.
It's about the spirit.
I like it. Hey, that's not bad, right?
That's good.
That's good.
Thank you.
Okay. But you don't tell me you have one more.
I don't think I could improve upon the last
I
one.
think you can, no.
Okay, so I'll do the Balestier Khalsa.
Oh,
chant.
yeah, okay. So I don't know what the Tigers song is, right? You guys you'll be able to tell me more clearly.
Right.
But nor does he. Right? So I asked him to come up with a Balestier Khalsa song, right? That you can sing from the stands. For tap.
Yeah.
Passion.
Passion.
Hey, this is your team, man.
Okay, this is the tune of Glory Glory Manchester United. Glory Glory Balestier Khalsa. Glory Glory Balestier Khalsa. Glory Glory Balestier Khalsa. As the Tigers go marching on.
Awesome, intern for tap. That's different class. Thanks, bro. Brilliant. Hey, I think we were onto something there, Abdul Hadi. Don't you think so?
Probably.
Although me and producer Nick think we can go one better. To the tune of Twist and Shout. Okay? To the tune, Twist and Shout. We got this for you. Ready? Are you ready, Nick?
Yep.
Sheikh Abdul Hadi now.
Sheikh Abdul Hadi now.
Twist and shout.
Twist and shout.
Come on and score a goal now.
Score a goal.
Come on and let it all out.
Let it all out.
Sheikh Abdul Hadi now. Oh, man. You're thinking, what kind of show is this?
I guess Adi have more song than me.
Yeah. All I can think of for you is Zaiful Nizam, Zaiful Nizam, Zaiful Nizam. Anyway, that's enough of that nonsense. So there you go. There's some ideas on how to win a Samsung smartphone. Topsy, I brought it back there, guys. I've done well. Top of the range sport fun. Just get involved. Go to the app, download the app. We're a channel. Go to our channel. At the bottom, it says Sports Chat. Put your own, make up your own, and then we'll probably get you in the studio to sing it as well. Let's get to Nicholas Lim with the very latest transfer news.
Thanks, Andy. And surprise, we start with Liverpool. They've reportedly completed a deal for ex-AC Milan striker Alexander Pato. Brazilian media claim a €15 million deal has been struck. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich star Mario Götze has fueled rumours of a move to Liverpool after saying he wants to leave the Allianz Arena in the summer. Götze previously worked with current Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp at Borussia Dortmund. Elsewhere, Arsenal are apparently losing interest in Watford captain Troy Deeney and could turn their attentions to Deeney's strike partner Odion Ighalo instead. However, any possible deal for the powerful forward will only likely happen in the summer. Bournemouth are seemingly desperate for a striker after signing Juan Iturbe from Roma and being linked with a loan move for former Milan forward Steven El Shaarawy. The Cherries have now lodged a club record £12 million bid for Wolves frontman Benik Afobe. And finally, on the managerial front, Manchester United have reportedly made an approach for Paris Saint-Germain boss Laurent Blanc. There is no word yet on when they intend to get rid of Louis van Gaal.
Thank you very much, Nicholas Lim. We are in the company of Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi. Great to have you on the show, guys, and thanks for giving your time to I think we're looking. Okay. First thing I want to do is, because I think this year this seems to be the year for me for the S League to go. You know what? We're here and we have a product, and you should come and support. Lions 12 coming back. Yeah. There seems to be an excitement. So I just want to give people a reason to support Balestier Khalsa. So if they don't know anything about the club now, let's give them some reasons to support and come along. So some very simple questions, just so people understand. Okay,
sure.
What's the nickname of Balestier Khalsa?
Tigers.
Okay. What's your home ground?
Toa Stadium.
Toa.
Yeah.
Who's your coach?
Marco Karajevic.
Who's your chairman?
Mr.
Mr. Tavanison.
What were you formerly known as?
Formerly known as?
Yeah.
Same as a goalkeeper.
No, the club lah.
Obviously, okay, the club. I think it's Balestier Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, last
Clemente
time.
Khalsa?
Clemente,
No?
there you go. It's a correct answer. What's the history of the club? What have you won in the past?
That you have to ask Zaiful.
Okay, I think the recent past or
recent past.
Recent past. Okay, 2013 we won the League Cup.
Won the League Cup.
Yeah, we won the League Cup.
Lost it this year,
I
though.
think for being so many years, I think that one our first silverware we get. Then following the year, we win the Singapore Cup 2014.
Sweet.
Yeah. Then that's what make us went to the AFC Cup and everything. As a team. And
we'll get onto that in a second, because that AFC Cup this year as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Who's your star player now?
For now, I don't see. I don't.
It's the captain's response. Who's your star player now? Abdul Hadi?
I think when I was in Young Lions, I think every time we play against Balestier, I think what I always hear is Zaiful's name. It's a bit difficult to get past him. Right. So maybe that's the star player, maybe.
So because of that, maybe Adi come to Balestier Khalsa. I guess so.
Do the fans have a nickname for themselves? Like the Geylang are the Ultra Eagles Ultras? What, Hougang? Hougang are the Hougang
Hools.
Yeah. So Balestier?
I don't think so.
No.
They're just Balestier Tigers.
Balestier Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. That's Balestier Khalsa. I want to talk more about the club, because it's a special club, because it's a club that always seems to be punching above their weight. It's a club that, for the last 2 seasons, like you said, you won the Singapore Cup 2014, finishing in the top 4, securing a place in the League Cup final last year. How's that come about? You pushed Tampines and Brunei all the way last year.
Obviously, we wanted to get the cup. I mean the league title for last season. So because we did the League Cup, so we did the Singapore Cup. So we thought of last year we we aiming for higher target for the
and who brings that all together? Is that the what have you seen in Marco? Hadi, what have you seen of new
actually I'm quite new, so I haven't seen that much of him, but the fact that the past few seasons, I think Balestier only have one national team player, and they are always in the at least top 6 or even top 4. So it shows how he can bring the best out of everyone.
Yeah, he's special man. Special man.
Yeah, special man.
Yeah. So it's a type of man you could go and talk to, regardless of what the subject is. He'll put his arm around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you gone to him with any specific problems or anything?
So far, no. But he's a good coach.
Excellent coach. And he's made some really good signings as well. He's managed to keep the 3 foreigners.
Yes.
We got Shahirul's also there. Sayafik Zainal as well. That's good for you, right? Because Fadil Nur as well has joined. Fadil? No?
Fadil Nur has been there.
Yeah, he's been there for last year. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There's Fazli Ayub. There's
Fazli, new signing.
Fazli,
okay.
Yeah.
So, are you happy with the new signings?
Yeah, I guess
because Tampines got Jermaine Pennant playing for them, by the way.
Yeah,
we got Jamil Ali.
Yeah.
Right.
We got Jamil Ali.
Correct.
But he was supposed to retire this year.
It's okay. Maybe Marco
Maybe
sees something in him.
before he retires, I think he will do more wonders and make his name.
If he can get those crosses in, right?
Yeah.
You know that the big man's going to be Pericic and Kristic still there, right?
Yeah,
They cause
still-
trouble, man.
Yeah, they will cause trouble.
Ho Wei Loon also there.
Yeah.
Injured most of the time.
I think he's doing his recovery now. From the
Right.
injury, yeah.
Hey, so let's talk 2.4K, boys. Have you done your 2.4K training yet?
Yeah, we already did 2 weeks. For the past 2 weeks, we did the running, everything.
So, okay, but so you've actually done the 2.4K.
Yeah.
You done it?
Yeah,
No,
we
we
done
haven't
for
done
the
the test.
trial test. Yeah,
Trial
we-
test.
yeah.
Everyone pass?
Uh,
Who didn't pass? Name them. Let's give them a call.
name him.
Actually, we haven't done the trial test, right? We haven't really done.
Just a club timing, you know.
But you can do it. You're goalkeeper, what?
Yeah,
Huh?
I did because goalkeeper just need to do 12 minutes. So I'm different from the players. If I
There's
think
an incentive to
Yeah.
be a goalkeeper.
yeah, but if I guess if we all the goalkeepers in the S League, if we did 9:30, I think there's no goalkeepers in
No.
the S League.
Actually, bad time to be a goalkeeper in the S League. Bad time to be a goalkeeper in the national setup because there's some good goalkeepers about,
Yeah,
aren't there?
yeah.
Actually, I just want to get your response to this because it feeds onto the national team. How does Zaiful Nizam, Balestier Khalsa, captain, sound to you? How does that make you feel, captain?
Obviously, it's great as a player, you know. You got the honor to be a captain for the club, and people notice you. Maybe your hard work and everything, but also we need to be humble and bring down ourselves to the ground. So we cannot get carried away by that.
Okay, how does this sound? Singapore International. Zaiful Nizam. How does that sound?
I guess that's suppose what it sounds if you get to be in the national squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, let's take you back to 6th of June. 6th of June
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Special day for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Against Brunei.
Yeah, I get my first cap.
First cap!
Yeah, I get my first cap for.
Like, can you actually believe that it's happening? like-
Actually, I not really things going to happen to me, and finally
Because you were involved in the youth setup under
I
Syndrome.
involved in the.
I forgot, you should have said hi to him, right? And then what, I had to wait, 10 years or something before your national call-up?
Yeah, I think since after my youth call, I think youth step up, then I think quite years I've been like out of the system. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
didn't get any call up at once. Only for I think last year is my first
Yeah.
and my first cap to be with the national team.
Yeah, nice. So who's better, Iswan or Hassan?
Obviously they both are great.
Sure,
They are
but who's
good.
better?
Yeah.
Who's the best?
I can't say.
Who's the
anything
best in
because
training?
I think both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Who would you pick? Who would you pick in goal? Obviously yourself, lah. But who would you pick in goal for Singapore? If you had to,
If I have to.
if you absolutely had
Yeah,
to.
maybe I will put them both. Maybe first half,
No, mate, no.
second half.
Just rules of football. You only allowed one goalkeeper at a time.
Yeah, but if in the rule of football, I think got 90 minutes, you got
Yeah.
first half and second half. So maybe I will rotate them both.
So who's your first choice in the first half?
Yeah, for that I give to Hassan.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So that's your headline, Nick. Okay, that's your headline. Zaiful thinks Hassan's rubbish. That's the headline.
no, cannot be.
Technically, he starts Hassan first, so wouldn't that he rate Hassan over Iswan?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. Oh, you
yeah.
start. Oh, yeah, my
I
mistake.
start Hassan. Yeah, come on.
Okay. So Zaiful rubbishes is one. That's the headline.
Please, come on.
Yeah. Hadi, recent signing to the club. Have you had a chance to meet the boys?
The team?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been training for
Yeah.
the past week.
Has anyone sort of taken you under their wing, taken you under their arm to show you the ropes?
So, not really. Just that
Well, that's not very
it's
nice.
the first few days. Zaiful has been hitting on me.
Really?
He's been.
In what way?
disturbing
Because
me.
what do you mean hitting on you in a weird way?
He's been disturbing me. He's been telling players about me. He's been saying that I'm just not a good person. Just he teases me every day before training, during training, after training.
Actually,
so I think he wants to stamp his authority. So I'll just okay, boss.
no. Actually, I was telling my other teammates, hey, must watch SEA Games scorer.
SEA Games scorer.
Yeah.
That's how he teases me.
Yeah.
See, he's being sarcastic. So
How many goals have you scored?
I score for I think 1 goal in the S League.
Really?
Penalty shootout.
Okay,
Yeah, in the semi-final for the Singapore Cup.
Did you say? Tell me. Okay. Okay. Want to get to that. What was your celebration like?
I just straightway just run.
Did you? Because as a goalkeeper, you wouldn't practice your celebration.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
you don't practice. Yeah.
But I'm just wondering whether Hadi, have you ever practiced? Come on, honestly. You're in your bathroom. No one's around. No one's around. Have you ever practiced your celebration?
Okay, honestly, I think just before the day that I scored, I just imagine if I were to play and if I were to score, how would I celebrate? So I did it in my bathroom,
Did you?
my hotel bathroom, and then I scored, and then I was like, remember what you practiced, and then I just did it, and then just hugged my teammates.
Okay, I want to know the celebrations that didn't make it. So you were practicing a few celebrations. And which ones did you go through? The sort of Shearer one?
No, I just wanted to touch the flag. That's all.
Touch the flag on the chest.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So, okay, let's take us there. Against Philippines. Opening game of the SEA Games?
Yeah.
Yeah. All that expectation on you. And there was a load. It was too much expectation, I think. Everyone was saying that Singapore's going to win it. But anyway, opening game. Come on, tell us about it. Header, right?
Yeah. Actually didn't. I wasn't even supposed to start that game. Yeah. So, but Adli got injured and I was the next replacement, so I played, and I just coach instruction. I actually the goal was just lucky. It was right time, right place. Good ball from Safirul. Just need to put it on. That's all. So
Eyes open.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so you did you see it hit the back of the net?
I saw it bounce and then I started running.
Right.
Bounce in after the line and I started running.
Turn to the crowd.
I turned. Yeah. I went straight to the bench. Yeah. With touching the flag.
Just touching it or beating it?
Beating it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a proper celebration. Isn't it? So you're going to get lots of game time this year?
It's not gonna be easy, but I have to work for it, lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's gonna give the first 11 spot just like that.
No,
I get
that.
Hanafi, I got Nurullah coming in. So everyone has fair chance, and everyone have to work for it. But at the end of the day, I think whatever the coach decision is, it's the best for the team, lah.
And there's Emir at the back, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emir.
He's class.
I think Emir will be the first choice
I
first,
think so.
and then after that, the next choice comes in. Yeah.
Well, because your coach was talking about the sort of lack of high-profile signings that you guys have made, but made even reference to you saying you're 23, right? But how many games have you played in the S League? Like 70, 80? I mean, I think the point that he made was you got that experience already, and that you can easily step in.
Yeah, some sort, but I think I hope I meet the expectations that he has of me. Yeah, so that's why I said I think I have to work hard for him and for the team also.
I was looking at 442 because I love doing the research on you guys. Although neither of you are on Twitter, are you?
I'm on Twitter.
Oh, I couldn't find you.
Yeah,
You can find Sheikh Abdul.
That's because there's a gazillion Abdul Hadis, bro. There's like loads. You type Abdul Hadi into Google, you get like singers, like Bollywood singers, right?
I know.
So it's very difficult to find you. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Anyway, I was on 442, and they said this is what Balestier need for this season. You need some creativity in the middle of the park. You've been 2 Route 1. That's your problem. 2 Route 1, son. And Igor Serena has left for Sabah.
Yeah.
Gonna miss him.
Yeah, we miss him.
Yeah. And Po Yifang and Ignatius Ang also gone.
Yeah,
So do you think you can replace those players?
I think what Coach Marco did, he take a new replacement. I think good replacement to replace them,
Yeah.
With Fazli Ayub, Jamil Ali down the flank for both of them. Then we still got Zulkifli Hashim that they still retain. And I think Shahirul for Po Yifeng. I think they really replace with good players,
Okay, so you're going to win the title this year?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, is that the desire in the camp?
Yeah.
You get that feeling you can do that, or is it always just one step too many?
No, because last year we almost there.
Almost there.
Yeah, almost there. We drew too much game.
Yeah.
Instead of winning. Yeah, so this year maybe we'll do better.
We're with Zaiful Nizam and Abdul Hadi, both from Balestier Khalsa. Great to have you on the show, guys. Still to come, we've got the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club, and I can't wait for it. We're going to be playing Subbuteo in the studio. We'll give you the chance to win a Samsung mobile phone as well. Graham Harvey is also here. He's a motorsport and horse racing journalist. Alan Bentley also on the show as well. Plus, we'll be hearing from intern Joel, who's watching Hougang up against Tampines. In the meantime, it's the bottom of the hour, as we like to say in radio lingo. Let's get the latest sports news with Nicholas Lim.
Thank you, Andy. We start in tennis. Swiss star Roger Federer has reached the final of the Brisbane International for the third straight time. Federer beat rising star Dominic Thiem in just 1 hour, 6-1, 6-4. Federer will meet big serving Canadian Milos Raonic in a repeat of the final in 2015. Moving on to golf, world number 1 Jordan Spieth has moved 4 shots clear after day 2 at the Hyundai Tournament of Champions in Hawaii. The American started the day 1 shot behind the leaders, but shot a round of 64 to move to 16 under. 3 players are tied for second at 12 under: Patrick Reed, Kevin Kisner and Fabian Gomez. And finally, in football, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp is hopeful his side's injury crisis will ease next week. The Reds are currently without enough players to fill a starting 11 on its own and played last night's FA Cup clash with Exeter City, mostly with youngsters. But Klopp is optimistic some of his players will be back in action next week, including defenders Dejan Lovren, Mamadou Sakho and Martin Skirtle.
Welcome back. It's the Andy Penders Show on Red Card Sports Radio. We're streaming live on the Red Card Live app, live on redcardsportsradio.com, live on YouTube, live on StarHub channel 225, and basically anywhere that's going to have us as well. In the studio today, Zaiful Nizam, captain of Balestier Khalsa, Sheikh Abdul Hadi, centre-back, new signing for Balestier Khalsa. On the way, the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. I can't wait. Graham Harvey is here as well, plus Alan Bentley, the best tipster around. In the meantime, a reminder of the big Red Card Sports Radio Football Challenge. Oh, what, you want to win a mobile phone? All right, download the Samsung Sportsflow app, go to the Red Card Sports Radio channel and give us your best football chant. Okay, it's all you have to do. Each month we'll give away a brand new phone. Awesome, right? It's our first sponsor. Nick, it's our first sponsor.
It is. It's monumental.
It is monumental. Right, Samsung. Yes. Apple don't need you. Microsoft don't need you. Do we? Got Samsung. Let's get the latest transfer news with Nicholas Lim.
Thanks, Andy. Liverpool have reportedly completed a deal for ex-AC Milan striker Alexander Pato. Brazilian media claim a €15 million deal has been struck. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich star Mario Götze has fueled rumours of a move to Liverpool after saying he wants to leave the Allianz Arena in the summer. Götze previously worked with current Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp at Borussia Dortmund. Elsewhere, Arsenal are apparently losing interest in Watford captain Troy Deeney and could turn their attentions to Deeney's strike partner Odion Ighalo instead. However, any possible deal for the powerful forward will only likely happen in the summer. Bournemouth are seemingly desperate for a striker after signing Juan Iturbe from Roma and being linked with the loan move for former Milan forward Steven El Shaarawy. The Cherries have now lodged a club record £12 million bid for Wolves frontman Benik Afobe. And finally, on the managerial front, Manchester United have reportedly made an approach for Paris Saint-Germain boss Laurent Blanc. There is no word yet on when they intend to get rid of Louis van Gaal.
Thanks, Nicholas. We'll preview Manchester United's game against Sheffield United a little bit later on. That's perfect, though, isn't it, Nick? Laurent Blanc for Manchester United. It just seems perfect to me.
Yeah, it sounds right, doesn't it?
Just sounds right. In the studio, Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi. Hey, guys. Having a good time? Everything all right? Yeah. So what was the song we got for you, Abdul Hadi? What was the song we decided for you? Did you like My Twist and Shout one, or did you like Pratap's?
I like Pratap's.
What was that again? How did that go?
The na-na-na.
Oh, yeah, Abdul Hadi.
Yeah.
Abdul Hadi. Yeah. Abdul Hadi. Hey, AFC Cup this year. Hey, I did commentary on the AFC Cup last year. Oh. Useless, you lot. You were useless, weren't you? What was it with Singapore football in the AFC Cup last year? It's terrible. Yeah. It was terrible. You played JDT?
Yeah, I played JDT.
Yeah. Because there's Marco up against. Who's the manager of JDT?
Bojan.
Bojan. So I've done commentary with Bojan. If you're watching Bojan, I apologise, but so he's the least excitable man ever, right? So let's just say he's doing co-commentary with me on Fox, right? If he's seen the best goal ever, he'll go, "That is best goal ever." Lovely guy. So why so rubbish in the AFC Cup, man?
Because they don't qualify, I guess, and maybe the performance.
Well, yeah, I get that. It's just rubbish. Hey, let's see if we can just perk this. Let's get to the Jalan Besar Stadium because intern Joel is there. Hi, Joel.
Hi, Andy. Can you hear me?
Well, of course I can hear you, bro. If you're talking to Hey, just set the scene for us, will you?
I just got to the studio. I just got to the stadium because I lost my way. Plenty of people are slowly coming in one by one. I'm not familiar with this place, so pardon me for being a bit late. I'm quite excited to watch the match. Plenty of fans are down here as well. I think they are excited to watch Jermaine Pennant play at the Jalan Besar Stadium.
Well, I imagine that they are. So, firstly, let's just sort something out. How can you get lost in Singapore?
I've never been to the Jalan Besar Stadium. I've only been there once, and I took a cab down. So I had to walk there just now from Lavender, and I lost my way somewhere. So I got there in time. GPS helped me out.
Okay, good to know. And also, if it was me, I wouldn't tell anybody about that. But that's okay. You're on radio. You're allowed to tell. So when you say that supporters are going in one by one, that's a good start. But how many people are there? Are you actually in the ground now?
Yeah, I'm in the ground at the stadium right now. I can see about, by count, I don't think I can count that fast. I give a rough gauge, there's about 50 plus, 60 already, around there. I think there are more coming in. The match starts at 7, so I think slowly it will get more filled up. There's still 20 more minutes to go.
Okay, all right, well, good. So can you do a Jermaine Pennant watch for us? Also, keep an eye out for Ramon Rose as well. He's the big former Queen's Park Rangers boy.
All right, sure thing.
Okay, try and get them on the phone.
Try to get them on the phone.
Yeah, why not?
I'll try. Why not, right? Why not?
Hey, we're trying to promote that this is happening, right?
Don't run onto the pitch, okay? Don't.
Yeah,
no. I won't do that. I don't want to be escorted out at the end of the game. I'll try some way
Actually,
out.
that could be what a challenge that is. Try and get yourself ejected from the Jalan Besar Stadium.
No, that sounds like a challenge I might try to do, but I think we shouldn't. I don't think we should.
Or bring a loud hailer. That's one way.
Oh yeah, bring a loud hailer, and I think the FAS will ban me from the Jalan. I think that's gonna happen.
Right, are you actually in the ground now?
Yeah.
Right, I want you to try and get a song going and see if anybody joins in with you.
A song going?
Yeah, let's get a chant going. So what's the Tampines Rovers song? Anyone?
No idea.
What's a Tampines Rovers song? Well, let's make one up, Ram, right? Hang on, got any ideas for anyone? Okay.
No ideas.
Okay, let's go with. Let's go. I was going to go with when the Rovers go marching in, but it doesn't fit, does it? It doesn't scan correctly. Nick, give me a Tampines Rovers song. Oh, Tampines, Tampines. That's rubbish. Joe.
Yes.
Give me a Tampines song. I want you to try and get a chant going in the start. I want you to start singing, and then everyone else joins in.
Oh man, to get a Tampines Rovers song out right now.
Okay, do this. Just do this for me and do it passionately with as much heart and gusto and everything that you've got. I want you to go, Rovers, Rovers, Rovers. Okay?
All right, I should go
loud, and I want people joining in.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a few guys to shout along with me. All right?
Well, just start it. Just start.
Rovers, 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 Rovers. Oh man, the rest are not following me at all, man. I can't do this alone. See, I need more fans to come into the stage.
Okay,
You
brilliant.
need to come into the stadium.
Nice try.
Well, I had these few guys beside me who were enthusiastic.
Yeah, they sounded like they joined in. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, bro. We'll give you a call a little bit later on,
Yeah,
and
I'll
we're
continue
expecting a
updating
proper
you,
chant.
And I'll try to get a proper chant.
Okay.
I promise. That's my challenge. All right?
Okay, see you, bro.
All right, see you.
You get lost in singing. But that's the challenge we face. There's a kid there who likes his sport, right? But he's never been to the stadium. I mean, but that's your challenge. Your challenge is to try and put on the product, boys, that people want to go and watch.
Yeah.
You know? So we do all the hype here, and we do all the getting the excitement, and we brought pennant here. We're getting the crowds to go. We're all choosing our colours, but this year you better be bloody good. I'm serious, because that product's got to live up to all of this hype now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy with that? Let's talk AFC Cup. I know I've already said that you're rubbish, but you got Kitchi this year.
Yeah.
Hey, they're good.
Yeah,
Kitchi
is
good.
a good team.
Actually, my best bit of commentary I'm useless at commentating, Barry, but my best bit of commentary was Kitchi were trailing. Who did they play? Some big team, Kitchi. Who did they play? Like Kuwait, SC Kuwait or something. I said they're going to have to throw the Kitchi sink at them now because they were training so much. Thank you. You got Filipino side Kaya and Moldavian champions New Radiant. I don't know much about Kaya, but New Radiant I've done comms on. Decent.
Yeah, it's a decent team.
Did that help your playing career, playing in that competition? Did you learn a lot?
Yeah, we learn a lot because with all this team, they play in high level football, And so a good chance for us to expose ourselves and show what we got to match them, and maybe what we lack, or maybe what we need to do more and learn more. Yeah.
Good.
So it's a good experience for us, and we'll see what standard actually we have managed so far.
And it's good. I've been to a few press conferences, and it's just the way the AFC just do things with a bit of. Have you done an AFC? They do things with a bit of class, because you turn up. There's a big pre-match press conference and AFC boards all around, and it's like, hey, this is proper. And like the kits have to be the right. The ball bag has to be the right ball bag. Yeah. And the balls have to be the right ball, and
you can't use any other brand when you're playing, because they are very strict about that in the AFC. So everything is cumbersome with the fine.
Right.
So your timing, everything. So you need to be more disciplined on that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Something you can look forward to, Hadi. Hey, let's play Super Bowl, shall we? Inside that bowl, boys. You can actually throw me the ball. I'll get you to sign the ball in a moment. Already signed there from Issa Halim and Stanley Young. Oh, nice. So Stanley actually practices. He practices quite a lot, and this is what he's come up with. Stanley #14. Not have you? Have you practiced your signatures?
Yeah.
You have to, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to sign.
You need to sign a few things. Yeah. Right.
Even you need to sign the contract.
Well, this is true. Are you guys on 1 year deals or 2 year deals?
I'm on 1 year deal.
Yeah. But why? I mean, we spoke to the Geylang players last week. All on 2 year deals. Just gives you a bit of, you can relax.
Yeah.
You know, give just a bit of assurance.
Probably for me, I think I need to prove myself first, and then maybe I can ask for a 2 year deal. But so this is the year that I have to prove myself to the team.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, this year is my last year for Balestier. The S10. So I don't know if I still do well,
right?
And maybe other club are eyeing on me,
right?
So maybe I can make a move.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. So,
we'll see. Would you like to play abroad?
Obviously, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, Malaysia or?
As long as abroad, it should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is there better? Is it what's a better? Is Malaysia football a better standard to Singapore football?
I can't compare that because when we did the ESC against JDT, I think.
Yeah, but they won the cup, lah. They won it.
Yeah, they won the cup, but against, I think we should at least. It's almost there. The standard is around there.
Okay, good.
So between us and them.
Okay, right. Time to play Super Bowl now with Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi in the Super Bowl. Our random questions. The idea being, guys, that you speak nice and loudly into your mics. Pick out a question. Ask it to your teammate.
Okay, sure.
It's Super Bowl with
Okay.
Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi.
Okay, I go first. Okay, you go first. Yeah.
Would you rather give up eating meat for life or not play football for 1 season?
Obviously, I will give up the meat and play football.
Next.
What is your best joke?
Actually, can't think.
Come on, since young you didn't joke any. Come on.
I can't think any.
Okay, we'll come back to it. Next one. What's your best joke, Zaiful? You go on.
Maybe I got some jokes. Maybe.
Okay.
Do you have any pre-match ritual?
Yes, I do because I need to watch a few good goalkeeper save from Manuel Neuer. I think most of the goalkeeper is from World Cup. Seeing their video making save, that's what inspired me to do well in the game.
You hang on. Before every game, you watch Manuel Neuer make some saves.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
Okay, Adi. If you could play in any stadium, what would it be?
I've been a fan of Manchester United. Obviously, it'll be Old Trafford for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
What's the best stadium you've ever played at?
Me?
Yeah.
For me, actually,
Best one.
Jalan Besar after my first goal.
Okay. Jalan Besar, best stadium ever. You? Best stadium you played in? Zaiful?
Sorry?
Best stadium you've played in?
Yeah.
What?
I guess Kichi.
Yeah.
Hong Kong?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Totally good pitch.
Yeah. Next up.
What sport would you play if you didn't play football?
Can you repeat the question again?
What sport would you play if you didn't play football?
Just bring the mic a little bit closer.
Yeah, I guess I should be playing.
Something involves catching.
Yeah, maybe baseball.
Yeah. Next up.
Okay, Adi. Who would win in an arm wrestling competition? Fandi Ahmad or yourself?
probably Fandi Ahmad. I'll just let him
Let
win.
him win.
Yeah, let him win.
Okay.
Nice guy. Nice guy, huh? Who do you prefer, Adi Iskander or Fandi Ahmad?
Can I not answer that?
Sure.
Who has the worst hygiene at your club?
I guess
Ridwan Jamil.
Ridwan Jamil.
I'm new in the team and I know.
Yeah.
Ridwan
see.
Jamil.
Why?
Yeah, because he just after his training and everything, he just walk with his styles and not changing or bathing. Just keep on walking here, walking there, and not changing anything.
He'll just change probably an hour after that.
Yeah, he will still use the same tights. Maybe if he he forget to bring his own tights.
Who's the biggest joker at the club?
Probably him. Also.
Yeah, probably him.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So he kind of gets away with it. What kind of pranks does he pull?
He like to example maybe Adi is new. Adi, Coach Marco call you, and you went there inside the office. No, I didn't call you. And he like.
He's done that. He
Yeah.
did that too.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
He's just crazy.
Try and get him back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Hey, have you got his phone number?
I think.
Hey, maybe we should call him up, and I'll pretend that I'm.
Balestier management, and then
Yeah.
you say.
Then you sack him.
That I sack him.
So you have to terminate your contract. Sorry, you can't afford to.
No, but I don't. I mean, if it was me, like I could be representing. So, how about?
He said he's never been interviewed in his whole life. Maybe you can interview him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Right. Okay. Why don't I pretend that I am Middlesbrough? Right. I'll phone him up and say I'm Middlesbrough. Would he like to come for a trial at Middlesbrough?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can do that.
Do you think that he would find that funny? And can I speak to his agent and that sort of thing?
I think you can give
Maybe.
a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I have his number.
Okay, we got his number here. We'll pass that to Nick, and we'll do that after the news, right? So, what was his name again? Let me just write it down.
Ridwan Jamil.
Yes.
Ridwan Jamal. Right, let's get him. Is that the best thing we can do, though? Right? That's the best we can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's
the
good?
best, yeah.
He would have heard of Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Or another club. West Brom. Let's go Premier League. West Ham United. How about West Ham United? Yeah. Not too high.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. It's the Andy Penders show. We're with Balestier Khalsa captain, Zaiful Nizam, and Sheikh Abdul Hadi. I keep calling you Sheikh Abdul Hadi, but Hadi's it's fine, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, with Hadi, centre back. Centre back, get in, son. You were a striker once.
Primary school, secondary school.
Were you?
Yeah.
Every centre back we've had on this show, striker. Always a striker, and then they're not that good at it. So then they have to go back.
Yeah.
It's a good position though, centre back, eh?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, we're playing Super Bowl. Got distracted. Next one.
Okay, ready.
Who would you rather play with, Ronaldo or Messi?
I prefer Ronaldo.
Why?
As a player, actually both is a good player. Okay, but I still prefer.
I'd play
Ronaldo.
Messi in the first half, and I'd
Yeah,
play
yeah.
Ronaldo in the second.
Yeah, they got their own capability, with their technique and ability.
Yes,
So,
that is confirmed.
but I still prefer Ronaldo.
Okay.
With the technique of the shooting, his motivation and everything. I saw the video about him. Yeah, he's a good and nice guy. So I prefer him. Okay, Adi. Who was your footballing idol growing up?
I think it has to be Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, class.
Yeah.
Who's the most famous player you've played against?
Who? I forgot.
Do you mean who? Well, he hasn't
how
played with
can
you. Who's the most famous player you've played against?
I think Charlie Adam.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, the BPL.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I get to be part of the BPL squad.
Okay.
Yeah, playing against them.
So you played that game against? You didn't play against Arsenal?
I play a few minutes. Yeah, towards the end, but.
So you still played? So you could count Cazorla, Walcott, Oxlade-Chamberlain.
No. Actually quite a lot. But when in terms of in the field playing, playing against them, Stoke City. So actually, Shea Given.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Peter Crouch.
Yeah, Peter Crouch.
He got the biggest cheer, didn't he?
Good players. Yeah.
It was really weird. It was really good fun. The Premier League clubs in town. My friend was a Liverpool fan, and we were at the Hyatt Hotel, and we were just slagging off Everton, just slagging them off, right? Because he's like, "Oh, Everton are rubbish." Blah, blah, blah. As he's saying that, Roberto Martinez walks behind us, and we're like, "Did you just see that?" He's like, "Yeah, that's weird, man." I'm just saying how rubbish they were. Was that a good experience for you?
Yeah, good experience for me. Yeah.
What did you learn? What did you take some pictures with the guys? Did you speak?
I did. Change jersey and speak to them, asking them asking them how about, their standard with us and what we need to do more, how you capable of doing this and that. So they share a bit of their experience towards us.
They were I thought the team that came away from that showing so much class was Arsenal. They just
totally
class,
different class.
Different class.
Yeah, different class, totally.
And Sundram was there as well?
Yeah, Sundram was. Yeah.
He coaches everyone. Good man though, eh? Yeah. Right, it's Super Bowl. We're playing Super Bowl. We've got Balestier captain and goalkeeper Zaiful Nizam. We've got new centre back signing Abdul Hadi as well. We're playing Super Bowl. Questions in the bowl, and the boys out. It just saves me doing a job basically. But next up,
who is the smartest player you have played against?
Smartest players. Against me or?
Yeah, against your team.
Against my team. Okay. Obviously, it's a BPL team, Yeah.
Who?
I guess Kazola or with Ozil.
What about the S League?
S League, I think it would be
smartest player.
Smartest player, I think it would be Jamil Ali.
Yeah.
When we used to play for Templates, when he come in, I got a problem.
Right.
Because even though he come in last 10 minutes, he can do wonders.
Wow.
So he's the smartest player, and he know where to deal it. He every time will be at the right time at the right place, and he will score the goal for the team. Yeah, that's the smartest player.
Just had a thought, right? Why is it most of the Singapore goalkeepers, bar Hassan, I would have thought, also short? What? Really short? Because I was out with Amos Boone the other day.
Yeah.
Well, he's short, isn't he? But you must be extra springy, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Because isn't that the first question that coaches ask if they're trying to ship them in? How old is he? How big is he?
Yeah. If in Europe, that's what they looking for, They will ring you ask about your your age and your height. It's not about other things, your agility and after that. From there, then you see.
But the bigger you are, the better it is, surely.
Yeah.
Look at Fraser Forster at Southampton.
Yeah.
Not a great shot stopper, but he's huge.
Yeah, he's huge.
Right.
Yeah.
So how come you're a goalkeeper then?
I have no idea. Maybe hidden talent. Usually, same like Adi. When I am in primary school, I didn't play goalies at all.
Striker.
Yeah, I play striker, I play winger, everything.
Really?
Yeah. In the end, in my secondary school, in Sec 2, my school have no goalie, so I play. I volunteer myself, and in the end, I become one.
And the national goalkeeper as well. Isn't that mental?
Maybe so-called is a hidden talent.
Are you going to make the national team, Hadi?
I'm still working on
it. Yeah, I understand that. But in your heart of hearts, when you look into your mind's eye, does it happen for you?
Not in the future. Not so soon, because I think now they have Madu, they have Safwan, they have Afiq Yunus, they have who else in centre back? Shaki Hamza. Baihaki. So and Baihaki is the senior ones, and the young ones are of my age, and I think I'll have to work even harder if I want to break into the team.
What was the Young Lions like? Was that good fun? Because you're a bunch of young lads, right?
Yeah. It was good fun during training, after training, but during matches we get hammered by bigger opponents. We get scolded by them. So because we are all youngsters, right?
Yeah, and even younger this year as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How's that going to work?
That's why I think most of the responsibility will be on Khairul Amri to lift the team up, and the other senior players to lift the team up, because what they are up against will be senior players with foreigners. So I think it's because if we were the under 23 and we were struggling, what more the under 21. I'm not saying with all due respect, but I think it's not going to be easy for them, and I hope they rise up to the challenge and prove everyone wrong.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough. What was the craziest thing you guys got up to?
Young mates?
Yeah.
I think a few years back we messed up the hotel room in Brunei, and we got screwed, and we had to pay fine for it. Yeah.
What was it, some big party or something?
Yeah, I think actually problem was me, because I just splashed the water at the corridor, because we were playing water bombs, I think.
Right.
And then after that I just splashed one big pail, and then everyone got screwed for it, and I was just sitting down quiet.
We're with Balestier Khalsa captain Zaiful Nizam. Abdul Hadi is also with us as well. On the way, Jurong Central Subbuteo Club are going to teach me how to play Subbuteo, although I know how to play, by the way, but you know, the extra flicks and chips and stuff. Graham Harvey's on the show as well, the Motorsport and Horse Racing journalist. Alan Bentley, the best tipster around. After this, we'll get Ridwan Jamal's phone number to Nick. We'll give him a call, because we're going to say that we are representatives of West Ham United, and we're interested in signing you, right?
Yeah.
And how can we make this happen, that sort of thing. Right, in the meantime, let's get to Nicholas Lim with the latest sports news.
Thanks, Andy. We start in tennis. Swiss star Roger Federer has reached the final of the Brisbane International for the third straight time. Federer beat rising star Dominic Thiem in just 1 hour, 6-1, 6-4. Federer will meet big serving Canadian Milos Raonic in a repeat of the final in 2015. Moving on to golf, world number 1 Jordan Spieth has moved 4 shots clear after day 2 at the Hyundai Tournament of Champions in Hawaii. The American started the day 1 shot behind the leaders and shot a round of 64 to move to 16 under. 3 players are tied for second at 12 under: Patrick Reed, Kevin Kisner and Fabian Gomez. And finally, in football, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp is hopeful his side's injury crisis will ease next week. The Reds are currently without enough players to fill a starting 11 on its own and played last night's FA Cup clash with Exeter City mostly with youngsters. But Klopp is optimistic some of his players will be back in action next week, including defenders Dejan Lovren and Mamadou Sakho and Martin Skirtle.
Andy Penders on Red Card Sports Radio.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the Andy Penders Show. We're streaming live everywhere, basically, on redcardsportsradio.com, on YouTube, on StarHub Channel 225. In the studio with us, it's Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi. On the way, Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. It just sounds a bit nerdy to me, Nick, but I love it. Graham Harvey, Motorsport and Horse Racing journalist, on the way. Alan Bentley is here, the best tipster around. We'll be previewing some of the FA Cup clashes for you. You can hear that commentary live and exclusive as well on Red Card Sports Radio. So, guys, we're going to try and give Ridwan Jamal a call. So it will go something like, can I speak to Ridwan? My name is Graham Smith. I'm an agent in England, and we hear that West Ham United are interested in your service. What position does he play?
Defensive mid.
We're after a defensive midfielder because who plays the defensive midfielder for West Ham? Alex Song. We think Alex Song isn't up to it at the moment. Okay, right. So Nick, should we try giving him a call? Okay. So Ridwan Jha. Kill the music. It's not happening, is it? It's not happening. Well, his loss. He's just lost to move to West Ham United. Okay, well, it's worth a try. Anyone else, boys? Kill it. Anyone else? Anyone else we could do? All right, have a think about it. We're with Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi. We're talking about the S-League that's coming up this season. An exciting S-League as well. How jealous, envious are you when you look across and see Geylang International signing 9 Lions 12 players, decent internationals? You look at Tampines bringing in Jermaine Pennant. Are you thinking, oh, that's good for the league?
Yeah, for me, I think it's good for the league to boost the moral and players' quality. So maybe to bring back the crowd with these players. Good.
Does it make you sad, the crowds? Does it make you sad that you go out there? All you need is like a couple of thousand out there. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000.
Yeah, obviously it's sad for us as a soccer player.
It's ridiculous.
We want
like the difference between you performing to a full crowd.
Yeah.
To instead of 200 odd. It's day and night, isn't it? You get that. So when you were playing SEA Games, Hadi, how special was that with the crowd?
Yeah, I think we as players, we appreciated every single moment of it because we know that after that we won't be able to get anything near to that in the S-League. But we as players, we have been hoping and praying that the S-League will revive and fans will come in.
What can you promise them? What can we do to achieve that then? I'll tell you what we need to do. Get rid of the Asian Super League. What's all that about?
I've got no idea about that because this all depends on
Wait, of course.
Maybe,
but how's that?
Maybe he sees something that we everyone else don't see. Yeah, maybe, probably. But if I think it'll be the same thing all over again, like what MSL did to S-League.
Yeah.
If ASL happens.
I feel it.
Yeah. So I think S-League needs more exposure because no one knows who's playing who this today, who plays who. If you have Facebook, maybe if you follow the teams, maybe you have, maybe you know, but in the papers it'll just be small column. It's not like, for example, in Malaysia there'll be like 10 pages just local league or even the amateur league they cover. So I'm not saying that.
You're saying the new paper and the Straits Times aren't doing their job.
I'm not saying.
Hey, new paper's okay. The new paper has a lot of column inches for.
But
Singapore
it's only
football.
the new newspaper. Even the Malay papers, they don't cover that much.
Right.
So the Berita Harian don't cover that much. So
only newspaper that they just come out about. But the rest, I think, just.
What you need is a radio station that gives you guys some prominence. You need a radio station that lets you come on the show and we start to find out more about you guys. That's what you need.
Yeah. So you should
like this one,
like
this
the
one. That's a good idea. Where can we get one of those?
Good idea for the start.
Yeah, right.
We're
trying to get some exposure for you guys. What the league needs is icons. Right, I can't tell you who's one of the icons for some of your teams, but you have star players in your team, right? I know you didn't want to answer me before, but you do. Okay, maybe they're the foreigners this year, but
the foreigners.
But we need to put them on the pedestal, make them almost untouchable. So we look up to them and know all about them.
Yeah, I think that when the first S-League started, I think 1996.
Yeah.
I think all the players, even the local players, you got the sticker book and everything, and even the young kids all keep on buying, even the adults.
Yeah.
They try to complete the sticker books. I mean, they try to complete the sticker books and everything,
Yeah.
you know. But now I don't see any sticker books at all, you know.
There is a fantasy football league I saw on the SLeague.com. That's good.
fancy
How much are you worth? Do you know?
No idea. I didn't check.
I don't know. I don't play.
Well, we should play. We should play it. It'd be great to pick yourself, wouldn't it? I'm going to put myself in my fantasy. And then can you imagine if you drop some points for your own fantasy team actually yourself? Play it. Let's play this year, okay? Yeah? Let's play it.
Okay.
I'll join you. I'll invite you to my league.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm going to pick you yet. Although, but
No worries. Yeah.
okay.
Then who are you gonna pick? Each one will be too expensive for you.
He will be. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I don't know, but there's a whole. There's so many good goalkeepers in the S League, right?
Yeah.
And each club has got a standout goalkeeper, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, how much do our two S League players know about the S League? That's a question that I've got for you guys. So I put together 10 questions on the S League.
Okay.
And who's the best out of you? So let's have a buzzer noise, and you can buzz in with your noise, and I'll go to you, and we'll see who's better, Hadi or Zaiful. What's your buzzer noise, Zaiful? We can't have as a buzzer noise, bro. It needs to be something like or boop, or like you can't just like
Should we like? Bang!
Nice. Okay. Dang. And then Hadi's buzzer noise.
Bzz.
Bro, no.
Nah.
You need to catch my attention.
He took mine. I wanted that.
Too slow.
Bang maybe.
You're going to go bang.
Bang.
Okay, good. So if Zaiful knows the answer, he'll go.
Bang.
But you don't do it for him.
Yeah.
If Zaiful knows the answer, he'll go. Bang. If Hadi knows the answer, he'll go.
Bang.
First question: when was the S League founded?
Bang!
Yes, Zaiful.
1996.
Correct. 1-0 to Zaiful. Question number 2. The Warriors are the most successful club in the S League. How many championships have they won?
Bang!
Yes, Zaiful.
7.
Incorrect. Goes over to Hadi.
I don't. 8.
Incorrect. The answer's 10.
Yeah.
Question number 3. Rafael Ramazzotti was the top scorer in last season's S League. How many goals did the Brazilian score?
Bang.
Yes,
18.
Hadi
18.
is incorrect. Goes over to Zaiful.
24.
21 is the right answer. Did he score any against you?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Do you remember? Do you remember some of the goals that go against you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could have done better. Question number 4. How many players are part of the S League's 100 goal club?
Bang.
Yes, finally a bang. Yes,
3?
Hadi.
3.
The answer's no. Goes over to Zaiful.
5.
No, 10. Question number 5. How many times has the Coach of the Season award been presented to a local coach?
Bang. 3.
Whose phone is that? Right, that is a red card. That's a yellow card.
Okay,
That's a
sorry.
yellow card
Sorry,
in
sorry.
broadcasting, by the way. Yes, Hadi.
3.
Incorrect.
1.
No, the answer's what do you mean 1. The answer's 7. So you got Vince, you got Subramaniam twice, Jita Singh, Fandi Ahmad,
All the legends.
and who's the one that's won it 3 times with SAF? Who's
Local coach.
yeah?
Fandi Ahmad.
No, SAF. The coach that won it 3 times.
Richard Bob.
Richard Bob.
Jabak. Alex Jurich is the S League top goal scorer. How old is he?
10.
Oh! Okay, we go Hadi.
I was supposed to say bang. But how old is he? This
Yeah.
year? 44.
No.
43.
No, he's 45.
Oh,
Question number 7. We're playing the S League quiz with Balestier Khalsa stars. I can say that, can't I? Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi. Who were the Prime League champions last season?
10.
Yes, Zaiful.
Home United.
Bang.
Incorrect.
Tampines Rovers.
Tampines! How much do you know about the S League? Nothing. Question number 8. Who won the inaugural S League in 1996? Yes, Zaiful.
Geylang International.
Correct, yeah. With 2 questions remaining, Nick, what are the scores on the doors?
It's quite close actually. I think we've got 3-all.
3-all?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
thought
Unless
it'd
I
be
missed
like-
one.
Well, okay.
Because there's some that they both got wrong, so they didn't get any points for that. So
Yeah, no, I get that. But so it's 3-3, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, penalty
That's
shootout
like-
time, boys. Or a lot of how many times questions put out here. Question 9. How many times has the Player of the Year award been presented to a local footballer?
Bang.
Yes. Hardy.
6.
Incorrect.
8.
Is the correct answer. So you have to get this to force a draw here, Hadi. SAF have been awarded the Fair Play Award the most times in S League history. How many times have they won it?
Bang. 5.
5 is the correct answer. So that's it. 4 apiece. The final scores on the doors, please, Nick.
Yes, they've got four apiece. We don't have any more questions for shootout, do we?
No, we don't. I mean, unless you can think of one.
No, probably couldn't.
What do you mean, no?
Well, I could think of a question, but I wouldn't know the answer. I have to Google it.
Well, that doesn't count, does it? Okay. Well, we'll call that an honourable draw then, guys. Just finally, and thanks for your time. Well, we appreciate you guys coming into the studio, taking time out of your schedule. Talking of schedules, do you know what your pre-season schedule is like now? Is it all mapped out for you? You doing some tour of Japan or Australia or
We don't go for tour.
no tours?
Yeah.
Just
only-
Jurong, huh?
Yeah.
No,
just
it's
Toa Payoh.
Toa Payoh. Maybe we just tour around Singapore, different stadiums, maybe.
Yeah,
Our
different
schools.
stadium
Okay.
for our tour.
Talking of stadiums, Joel is at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Hi, Joel.
Hey Andy, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. It sounds very
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah, the fans are not. The match hasn't started yet.
Oh, it's 7:30
Yeah,
kickoff.
it got delayed to 7:30, I think, because Shari was with me a moment ago, so I asked him why the match hasn't started yet.
And what did he
Yeah, it
say?
got postponed.
Why was it delayed?
Pardon?
Why was it delayed?
I have no idea. Shari just said they pushed it back to 7:30.
Is there lightning there?
Pardon? No.
Actually,
That is
I
fine.
might be able to provide an update on that. There's a problem with the trains.
Oh yeah, Admiralty to Kranji's line is down. if I
Yeah, there
remember
might be a
correctly.
reason why they've kind
Yeah.
of moved the timing back, and maybe why the fans have not reached the stadium yet.
Could be.
Maybe. Yeah, let's hope so. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to Singapore, Mr. Pennant, where one MRT failure and the whole country just collapses.
The players just finished their warm-up. The fans are taking photos with Jermaine Pennant right now. Yeah, it's just right in front of me.
Oh, put him on the phone.
You want me to put him on the phone? I
Yeah.
can try. Really? You can do it?
Yeah, do
But
it.
all the fans are crowding around him. I think it's quite rude for me to barge in just yet.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, well, why don't you start a Jermaine Pennant song?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
how's
I'll
that?
just get him to say. What do you want me? What do you want me to?
I was just going to say hi to him.
Shout out to Red Card, like Hi Red Card
Yeah.
Sports Radio.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay, sure. Just give me a moment while they're taking photos. I'm just standing here looking at them. Give him, everyone's excited to take photos with him, Joe.
Yeah, nice. Well, he's a superstar.
Good. So everyone's just crowding out here. I'm just gonna go in and ask him to say hi to you guys right now. Sorry. Yeah, it's gotta be polite as well at the same time. Hey, there's another guy who just went right in. So, okay, I'm just gonna make him say hi, Red Card Sports Radio.
Okay.
How do you make this? Red Card Sports Radio. On the line right now. Can you do a shout out, hi, Red Card Sports? Hi, Red Card Sports Radio. Hi.
Hey, yeah, good. Hi, Jermaine. How are you?
He went to take more photos
Okay.
after that.
Nice, though. Not bad, Hey, 10 out of 10. I got a bit starstruck, man. Did you see that?
I think I'll clip that up during the week and I'll do a loop of it.
Just
know,
loop.
Red Card Sports Radio. Just keep going on and on.
But I don't think he actually said Red Card Sports Radio, did
He
he?
said Red Card and then he laughed for a bit.
Oh, bless him. Well, I promised everyone he was going to be live on the show. Actually, tomorrow, everyone, Jermaine Pennant will be in the studio, so that will be awesome fun. We'll get his take on.
That will be the highlight.
I think so. Yeah. Okay.
So the match will be starting soon. I'll give you a live update as the match goes along, and if anything major happens, I'll drop Nick a text to ask him to call me.
If anything major happens, okay, buddy.
All right. I'll catch you tomorrow, or later actually.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh dear, you gotta love interns, haven't you? Eh? Gotta love them. Just finally, guys, and again, thank you for your time. We appreciate you coming on and telling us about your experience with the S League and Balestier. There's a number of points what we didn't get onto, but we had a laugh, right?
Yeah.
We found your song. What was your song again?
Na 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 na. The na na na. Yeah.
But with gusto. This is your song, bro.
Oh, Abdul Hadi, Abdul Hadi, hey, hey, hey. Abdul Hadi,
Abdul Hadi,
Abdul Hadi, hey, Abdul Hadi. Okay, enough.
Yeah, nice that, bro. I still prefer my one. Sheikh Abdul Hadi now. Just give everybody that's watching, listening, and do it from the heart here, because it's important for you to do, because you guys are the product that's on display now. Right, it's down to you guys now, and maybe don't complain that no one's coming to watch. Give us a reason to come and watch. Tell us why we should be coming to the S League and watching your product.
Okay. We need the crowd. Obviously, like you see in the overseas country, you see they support. Even though the team is in the second tier, they still a lot of fans coming there and support, for maybe from here, I mean, from the fan, if they come and support us, from there we will progress our playing, everything, our intensity, we will put like our heart and soul for the fan if they keep on coming, So we're not giving up if they keep on coming and more, So this is what we promise. We can do more, but they also need to do their part to help us, to make us more motivation. Yeah.
Come on, boys. It's good in there.
Come on, fans. Let's go. Come in, man.
Hadi?
I think even if you don't like football, I think it'll be a good time for you to spend time with your family, like once or twice a week at your nearest neighborhood stadium. If when you come in numbers, the players will be happy and will be more than excited to play in front of big crowds. I think you've got all your local idols back in the S League. It'll be something that everyone can look forward to from the players from the MSL, and they've become icons and idols to the younger boys. Hope the younger boys will drag their parents, friends, family to the stadium and watch us play, and it'll definitely make the league more interesting.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of passion in Singapore. We just need to make sure that it's translated into crowds, and that matchday experience is good. So past stadium's good, is it? I mean, it's okay, is it?
Yeah, quite okay.
Quite okay.
Yeah, for the crowd to come, because it's central. I think it's more to central. Yeah, maybe Bishan, Topayu is like quite more to the central. So maybe from the central they can come and visit us.
And the tickets are not that expensive.
Yeah.
It's just $10 and below.
Can you buy drink? Can you buy drink in the stadium?
Yeah.
I think they
popcorn,
should be selling.
drink.
No, I mean like booze.
Oh, not really. I don't think so. Only for national team games, probably.
Yeah, national team you can. I saw that Alberex.
Oh yeah, Alberex.
You could buy the Kirin there, right?
Yeah.
That's quite nice. But that makes it an experience. Good curry puffs there or something? Or
something.
Can you sign the ball for us, guys?
Okay.
So we've already got Stanley, #14, and Issa Haleen. So let's add to that. And we should auction this ball or something at the end and make for charity, I think. Wouldn't that be a nice little charitable giveaway? Just to let you know, boys, you can't buy history. Just to let you know, you can't buy history. Hey, first winners of the inaugural S League, Geylang Boleh. So that's my team for this year, Geylang Boleh.
Only this year? How about last year?
Well, this is the problem, right? Because I've been here for 16, 17 years in Singapore, right? Yeah, it's my home. It's what I call my home.
Yeah.
But I've never
so
bothered.
Like, you stay in the centre, you try to support Balestier Home United, you know, same like you, goes to you. Kembangan, so more to Geylang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should follow that.
Yeah. So your area, what's your area? Your area sort of Topayo and
Topayo, Bishan, Novena,
right.
Ang Mo Kio.
Mo Kio.
Oh, that's not too far from here. Right? I used to live in Ang Mo Kio 9.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. So if you're from there, you're the team. Balestier Khalsa. The Tigers.
The Tigers.
The Tigers. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Alright.
Appreciate it.
Okay,
send some more of you. Send Ridwan along.
Yeah, sure.
Send him along, right? And we'll stitch him up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Is it worth giving him a call one more time, Nick? Should we just try it one more time? I mean, that's the beauty of having a 3-hour radio show. You can pretty much do what you want, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're pushed for time or anything. Still to come, Graham Harvey is here, our motorsport and horse racing journalist. He's got some fantastic stories to tell. The Jurong Central Subbuteo Club are here. Have they turned up, Nick? Everything's good?
Yeah, they're waiting outside very patiently.
Awesome, well, they strike me as the type of people that would be patient. I mean, you have to have a lot of patience with Subbuteo. You've got to set it up, and then if your men break, you've got to mend them. Did you tell me you played Subbuteo as a boy?
Yeah.
What's that?
What is that? Shoot this guy. You don't know what Subbuteo is?
Subbuteo?
Subbuteo.
Yeah.
We're going to teach you about an amazing game. How can you not know what Subbuteo is? Okay. Are we trying to call him, Nick?
Here we go.
Okay.
Let's see if he picks up.
Okay. Probably sleeping. What's he doing sleeping? Okay, can it? Well, it's worth a try, wasn't it? We'll definitely get him on the show. Right, there you go. There's Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi. Best of luck with the season. Go the Tigers.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're
Thanks
welcome.
for having us.
But Geylang Bole, boys. FA Cup tonight. Lots of action tonight. But also, don't forget, and quite cleverly, quite why this is happening, I'm not sure. Got the FA Cup, prestigious, oldest tournament in the world, blah, blah, blah. And then they go and put a Premier League round of fixtures 3 days afterwards. So what are all the top teams going to do? What are they all going to do? I tell you what they're all going to do. Sam Allardyce has already said it. Liverpool have already done it. They'll put out a youth team. It's just going to be the worst FA Cup third round in history. I promise you, it'll just be rubbish. Liverpool rubbish last night. I mean, was that a good game, Nick?
It's all right.
What do you mean it's all right? Have you heard of any of those players playing?
Well, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I have.
No, there were some players you've never heard of.
Yeah,
There's the mental scheduling. And then they put Exeter against Liverpool Friday night. And Liverpool fans have to travel from the northwest of England down to the southwest of England for an 8 o'clock kickoff. The game finishes at 10 o'clock. How are they supposed to get home? The train, you need to get 2 different connections. The earliest train gets you in at 7 o'clock in the morning. Who's running this FA Cup? Just mental crazy. Anyway, Premier League's back midweek. We love the Premier League, right? And live and exclusive coverage, as always, on Red Card Sports Radio.
Enter a new generation of sports. Red Card Sports Radio. Coming soon on Barclays Premier League Live. Liverpool versus Arsenal from Anfield.
It's the cross in towards Benteke, who stretches his right leg out to turn the ball past Kasper Schmeichel from 12 yards.
Lovely 1-2. This could be a wonderful goal. That is an absolutely brilliant goal from Arsenal, and it's another strike for Mesut Özil. 16 assists this season, and now 5 goals this campaign as well.
Tottenham Hotspur versus Sunderland from White Hart Lane.
Kane on the edge of the penalty area, looks to cut inside against Sebastian Vassal and shoots, and that's a brilliant finish from Harry Kane. Make it 27 Premier League goals this season. He has beaten Teddy Sheringham's record. Here's Watmore, could be in for number 2. He is Duncan Watmore! The youngster with the goal seals the points for Sunderland. 2 goals for them in a couple of minutes. He's been a threat all afternoon since coming on for Jermaine Defoe.
Chelsea versus Everton from Stamford Bridge.
Ivanovic with the cross, and 2-0. Pedro's rising in. Whoever they're doing it for, they're doing it with style. It's Chelsea who are cruising.
Barkley looking to get the shot in maybe. Toying with Wheeler on the edge of the area. It's into the area now. Lukaku! Makes it 1-1. There's no stopping this man at home. 7-7 now, Goodison.
Aston Villa versus Leicester City from Villa Park.
It's a very short run up from Ayew against Adrian. He scores! What a cool penalty from Jordan Ayew. He dinks the ball into the roof of the net, and the roof has come off Villa Park. That could be a crucial goal in Aston Villa's quest for Premier League survival. Mahrez up against Aspilicueta. Early cross towards Jamie Vardy! Turned in by Jamie Vardy. The goal-scoring marvel strikes again.
Liverpool versus Manchester United from Anfield.
Origi shoots, deflected in. Divock Origi has got his first Premier League goal, and he's given Liverpool a late point in the 6th minute of stoppage time.
Wherever's ball from the right-hand side to Depay! Breakthrough, and it's a goal for Manchester United. Memphis Depay scores. Well, he looks comfortable wearing number 7 now, doesn't he? Memphis Depay's second goal in the red of Manchester United in the Premier League.
Stoke City versus Arsenal from the Britannia Stadium.
Nautovic steps up and scores! And that surely is the winner now. And Stoke City look to have secured all 3 points in one of the most remarkable games of football the Premier League has seen in a long time.
3 against 1 inside the penalty area. Ozil plays it back, and Aaron Ramsey taps in number 2 for Arsenal.
That's all coming up soon on Barclays Premier League Live from Talk Sport.
You know,
League Live, Liverpool versus Arsenal from Anfield.
It's the cross in towards Benteke, who stretches his right leg out to turn the ball past Kasper Schmeichel from 12 yards.
Lovely 1-2. This could be a wonderful goal. That is an absolutely brilliant goal from Arsenal, and it's another strike for Mesut Özil. 16 assists this season, and now 5 goals this campaign as well.
Tottenham Hotspur versus Sunderland from White Hart Lane.
Kane on the edge of the penalty area, looks to cut inside against Sebastian Bassong and shoots, and that's a brilliant finish from Harry Kane. Make it 27 Premier League goals this season. He has beaten Teddy Sheringham's record.
Here's Watmore, could be in for number 2. He is Duncan Watmore, the youngster with the goal, seals the points for Sunderland. 2 goals for them in a couple of minutes. He's been a threat all afternoon since coming on for Jermaine Defoe.
Chelsea versus Everton from Stamford Bridge.
Ivanovic with the cross, and 2-0. Pedro's rising in. Whoever they're doing it for, they're doing it with style. It's Chelsea who are cruising.
Barkley looking to get the shot in maybe. Toying with Wheeler on the edge of the area. It's into the area now. Lukaku! Makes it 1-1. There's no stopping this man at home. 7-7 now, Goodison.
Aston Villa versus Leicester City from Villa Park.
It's a very short run up from Ayew against Adrian. He scores! What a cool penalty from Jordan Ayew. He dinks the ball into the roof of the net, and the roof has come off Villa Park. That could be a crucial goal in Aston Villa's quest for Premier League survival. Mahrez up against Aspilicueta. Early cross towards Jamie Vardy! Turned in by Jamie Vardy. The goal-scoring marvel strikes again.
Liverpool versus Manchester United from Anfield.
Origi shoots, deflected in. Divock Origi has got his first Premier League goal, and he's given Liverpool a late point in the 6th minute of at stoppage time.
Whoever's ball it from the right-hand side to Pay! Breakthrough, and it's a goal for Manchester United. Memphis Depay scores. Well, he looks comfortable wearing number 7 now, doesn't he? Memphis Depay's second goal in the red of Manchester United in the Premier League.
Stoke City versus Arsenal from the Britannia Stadium.
Nautovic steps up and scores! And that surely is the winner now. And Stoke City look to have secured all 3 points in one of the most remarkable games of football the Premier League has seen in a long, long time.
It's 3 against 1 inside the penalty area. Ozil plays it back at Aaron Ramsey. Taps in number 2 for Arsenal.
That's all coming up soon on Barclays Premier League Live from Talk Sport.
You're with Andy Penders on Red Card Sports Radio.
Welcome everyone, it's the Andy Penders Show on Red Card Sports Radio. Welcome wherever you're watching around the world. What a show we've had so far. Zaiful Nizam and Sheikh Abdul Hadi came on the show and we gave Abdul Hadi his own song. And he loved it too, right Nick?
Yeah, he did.
He loved it. Abdul Hadi. Anyway, coming up in a moment, it is the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. We speak to them about all things Subbuteo. Graham Harvey is in the house as well as we talk motorsport in Asia and horse racing in Asia as well, plus his beloved Arsenal team. Alan Bentley, the best tipster around, will be taking a look at those FA Cup ties tonight. Manchester United up against Sheffield United. We hear from Gus Hiddink, LVG, and Nigel Atkins, who's the manager now of Sheffield United. He was Super Southampton manager as well, and Reading as well. In the meantime, let's get the very latest sports news, shall we? Let's get over to our producer, Nicholas Lim.
Thanks, Andy. We start in tennis. Swiss star Roger Federer has reached the final of the Brisbane International for the 3rd straight time. Federer beat rising star Dominic Thiem in just 1 hour, 6-1, 6-4. Federer will meet big serving Canadian Milos Raonic in a repeat of the final in 2015. Moving on to golf war number 1, Jordan Spieth has moved 4 shots clear after day 2 at the Hyundai Tournament of Champions in Hawaii. The American started the day 1 shot behind the leaders, but shot a round of 64 to move to 16 under. 3 players are tied for second at 12 under: Patrick Reed, Kevin Kisner and Fabian Gomez. And finally, in football, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp is hopeful his side's injury crisis will ease next week. The Reds are currently without enough players to fill a starting 11 on its own and played last night's FA Cup clash with Exeter City mostly with youngsters. But Klopp is optimistic some of his players will be back in action next week, including defenders Dejan Lovren, Mamadou Sakho and Martin Skirtle.
Well, that's that sorted then, isn't it? But Liverpool always moaning. Hey, welcome back to the Andy Penders Show on Red Car Sports Radio. Time for you to win a brand new top-of-the-range Samsung phone. It's the Big Red Card Sports Radio Football Challenge brought to you by Samsung Sports Flow. Download the Samsung Sports Flow app if you haven't already got it. If you have got a Samsung phone, I think it comes already preloaded. Go to our channel, Red Card Sports Radio channel. Then go to the sports chat at the bottom. Really easy to enter. And every month we'll give away a brand new phone, right? How cool is that? What we want you to do is come up with your own original football chant. Type it in the sports chat and we'll get the best chant and we'll give away the phone. Perfect, right, Nick? Perfect. Our first sponsor on the Andy Penders Show. Get in, Samsung. Best smartphone ever. Let's get to the latest transfer news now. I love that song, Nick, by the way. I like the Sheikh Abdul Hadi now.
Yeah, there's a lot of coordination though, so the fans have to know the song really well and they can do it, and it'd be incredible in the stadium, I think.
It would be.
It would be.
Let's get the latest transfer news, because that transfer window was...
I can't remember. I keep forgetting.
What do you mean? I can't remember.
Thrown open.
It's been thrown open.
Yeah, well, surprise, surprise. Liverpool have reportedly completed a deal for ex-AC Milan striker Alexander Pato. Brazilian media claim a €15 million deal has been struck. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich star Mario Götze has fueled rumours of a move to Liverpool after he said he wants to leave the Allianz Arena in the summer. Götze previously worked with current Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp at Borussia Dortmund. Elsewhere, Arsenal are apparently losing interest in Watford captain Troy Deeney and could turn their attentions to Deeney's strike partner Odion Ighalo instead. However, any possible deal for the powerful forward will only likely happen in the summer. Bournemouth are seemingly desperate for a striker after signing Juan Iturbe from Roma and being linked with the move for former Milan forward Stephen El Shaarawy. The Cherries have now lodged a club record £12 million bid for Wolves frontman Benik Afobe. And finally, on the managerial front, Manchester United have reportedly made an approach for Paris Saint-Germain boss Laurent Blanc. There is no word yet on when they intend to get rid of Louis van Gaal.
Thank you very much, Nicholas Lynn, with the latest transfer news before the transfer window slams shut. In the studio now, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Fauzi, Rudy and Vikas, a.k.a. the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. Welcome, guys.
Hi. Thank you for having us.
Great to have you on the show. Now, it makes me sad, boys, when you have S-League professional footballers, as we did on the show before, and I asked them, you obviously grew up playing Subbuteo, right? And they turn to me and say, I don't know what Subbuteo is. It makes me cry.
Yes, it makes us cry too.
Different era.
Different era.
Yeah.
Okay, for those that don't know about the wonderful game that is, Vikas, just explain to us what Subbuteo is.
Okay, it's one of the best versions of table soccer. You just need a working index finger to flick the ball. It is a great game. For those who have retired from soccer, you can still enjoy soccer. You can still play when it's raining. You can still play during the haze. It's just a great indoor game.
Rudy, what's the premise of the game?
Premise?
Yeah, what's the idea of the game and how do you play it?
Oh, all right. It's like Vikas explained, is actually a flicking game. Index finger flick to the ball. If you miss, your opponents will actually take it over. And this is the game in 80s. This is compared to Xbox and PS games.
This is it. And you very kindly brought in, this is a 7-a-side pitch, is it?
Yes, this is a small version. The bigger version is double the size of it.
No!
Yes.
I don't remember the, no, double the size?
Double the size, and we don't play on the floor, yeah? Like in the 80s.
Now, just as far as technique goes, and I've already noticed, Rudy, that your index nail is a little bit longer than the rest of your nails. We'll get to the craft and technique. But Fauzi, so just the rules once more. If I'm playing, I get just one flick only.
Actually, you can just flick a player 3 times the max. Then after that, you have to change to another flicking player. So that's the most you can click one time.
What happens is that every time you have to touch the ball to maintain possession. Yeah. So once you miss, possession goes over to the other team. If the ball hits the opposition team, then possession goes to the other team.
Awesome.
Well, Andy, I think it's more to a hands-on game rather than just a speaking game.
Well, I appreciate that, and we'll get to some of the techniques of it, because I remember my first ever Subbuteo team was the West Ham team, the great West Ham team with Trevor Brooking and brilliant, and Aston Villa and that beautiful kit. And you can actually buy kits now. So I noticed there's a Real Madrid version. And okay, I want to get an understanding of how serious this is taken. Okay, is there a world stage for this?
Yes, in fact there is a world federation called Federation of International Sports Table Football. Okay, you can go to the website FISTF. In fact, quite a few of the Singapore players are world ranked players.
No, who's the
Rudy is now ranked about
68 in the world.
68 in the world? You're kidding me?
Yes, there are about 2,000 players in the world ranking. All right, we have 3 Singaporeans in the top 100.
No.
Yes, besides Rudy, there are 2 others.
Who are the others?
John Ho and Dan Mulia.
And what rankings are they?
They are about, I think about 50 or 70 something around.
So you're not the highest ranked Singapore player?
But I'm the highest rank in Singapore.
Right, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you the highest ranked Singaporean?
Yeah, in Singapore there's a totally different ranking. The world ranking is another. It's another rank.
Yeah. So we go on world stage. Is there a regional stage?
Not yet. Okay. Soon to be.
In fact, the ASEAN Subbuteo League.
Yes, there is an.
It's the ASL.
Yes,
that's what the ASL is. Perhaps that's what they're talking about, Nick.
But we've been misunderstanding all this while.
Yeah.
We're talking about Subbuteo all this while.
And we're proud to announce that Singapore will be hosting the 2nd Asian Cup of Subbuteo on the 12th and 13th of June. All right, we'll be playing at the Sports Hub Library.
Brilliant.
Okay, there'll be teams from Australia, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore.
Wow.
The first Asian Cup of Subbuteo was held in Melbourne last year. We had 4 representatives from Singapore. We did fairly well. All made it to the quarterfinals. One made it to the semi-finals as well.
Awesome.
And we also beat Australia in the international friendly.
No.
Yes, in Melbourne
Japan.
last year.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the score?
The team event, what happens is that it's four games are going on at the same time, and you count the aggregate score of the 4 games.
Wow.
All right, so we won 2 games, we lost 1, and the other one was a draw. So overall, we beat them 2-1.
How many minutes each way? Well, how long's a game?
Well, the game is actually 15 minutes each half.
Right.
All right. Once you finish one half, there will be 1 minute to actually change it around. Have a drink, have a pee. Yeah.
That's not very long, though, is it?
Yeah. 30 minutes is long.
No, 30 minutes is long, but the 1 minute break I could do with like 5 just to.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
Another thing, we played in the World Cup. Yeah.
Get out of here! There's a World Cup, Subbuteo.
Yes, we played in the World Cup.
Where was that held?
Unfortunately, last World Cup we didn't play in Italy. The previous World Cup, me and my other colleague Bernard Lim and his 2 sons actually played in a tournament. We did very well. We are the first Asian to qualify to the next stage. No. Yeah. Then I got
group stage was there. And
yes, I was in the group together with Italy, Portugal, and Gibraltar.
It's the group of death, bro.
Yeah,
it's the group of death.
Yeah. The thing is that once you qualify to the next stage, I was creamed.
Oh, were you? Who by who?
Italy.
Oh. So, the countries that are really good at it, who are they?
Spain,
Italy are the top 2s. Oh. Yeah. Overall in the world, the top players are actually from there. Yeah.
So are you? Look, we'll get on to. We've got plenty of time, boys, and I can't wait for you to show me some skills. I really can't wait. But I just want to get all the. So in Singapore, let's talk about Subbuteo in Singapore. Fauzi, there's a league here.
Yes, we do have a local league, which is one is our club Jurong Central. Then the other one is the Singapore Table Football Federation, the Singapore League.
Okay, and how many teams in each of these leagues?
Okay, we do have the Premier League, which is comprising of 12 players, and our Championship League, which is about 12, 13? 15.
So it's individual players?
Yes, individual players. Yeah, we are playing for individual.
You want to know who's the winner of the Premier League?
Yeah, I do. Come on, son! Premier League winner! Come on, love it! So you play home and away?
Yes.
Brilliant. Yeah. Well, you just go around to each other's house.
That was in the 80s.
Yeah. But you actually have a proper place to go, and so you have nights.
We have 2 venues. One is at the Sports Hub Library. The other one is at Orchid Country Club.
Oh, nice.
So there are 2 match days every month.
Brilliant.
The league starts in January and goes all the way up to November. Oh. So we usually crown the league champion by November.
But that is for the Singapore League. Yeah. For our club league, right, we play every Fridays. All right, the third Friday of the week is our league games. Okay. Yeah. So anyone can actually just drop by. All right, you can actually just straight away play in our league because we do it in a tournament format.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And you want to know who's the winner for that?
Yes, I do. Man, you guys need to take this guy down, man.
Yeah, we will soon. We're catching up.
Why? What makes him better than you?
Well,
what's he got?
He's been playing quite regularly the past couple of years. You know, sometimes due to work commitments, it's not easy. So we hope to catch up soon. Okay, and give him a run for his money in the next.
Has he got a special move? Is there? But there must be something that he does better than you.
He got a special move.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll guess later on he will show you.
Okay, let's get to the game. I think we've. Man, I love it, boy. I love the passion and just love it.
Yeah.
Your story is just brilliant. Now, my producer Nicholas is your typical football fan in Singapore, right? Loves his Premier League, likes Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yes. Liverpool. You'll never walk alone.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
They're the support. I have support in there.
Yeah, you do. We call them the Southampton reserve team. Or Liverhampton.
Even the Subbuteo team is Liverpool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going to use this. Yeah. We're just going to push it aside. Yeah.
Well, I thought all these players, they all seem to have hamstring injuries to me. All these Liverpool players here. So if this Liverpool, you'll start off really well and everyone's going to be optimistic, and then you'll just fall away into just complete nonsense, right? Okay, just joking. But he's never heard of Subbuteo as well.
I have. How many times can I tell you I have?
But you've never played it.
Because my dad refused to get me a set. I've said it many times.
Yeah, but why?
Because I would hound my dad for a set when I was a kid.
Right, let's teach you how to play this then, because there's subtlety in this game.
Okay, very good.
Because I used to play, obviously, because I loved it, right? I could get the ball in the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not bad, right? But anyway, so okay, let's start off then, right? We got the camera on it, Nick, right? It's a good view of the camera. Yeah, we're all good. So talk me through it, boys. How does one play Subbuteo?
All right. Andy, why not you become a keeper and maybe let Vikas have a shot at you?
Now, the problem I always had was the goal would come flying off.
Oh, okay.
But I noticed
That's
that
why we've nailed it down.
You've nailed it
Yes.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just turn my
So
mic there.
the unique thing about Subbuteo is that there is a shooting line here. All right, this line is the shooting line. Otherwise, it becomes too unrealistic. You just hit the ball from over here. So the skill is to dribble the ball, get it into the shooting area. Then, only then can you take a shot.
Okay.
So what happens?
So no Charlie Adam type goal.
Yeah. No, you can, but you can do it this way. The ball here, but the player can still be here, and you can still shoot it.
Oh,
so that's
nice.
your equivalent of a screamer by Charlie Adam.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So what happens is that every time the attacker plays the ball, the defender gets a blocking flick.
Let me just show you. Yeah.
So he gets a blocking flick. He can block.
All right.
So, but in that blocking flick, he's not supposed to touch the ball or the player. All right. So it's up to him to now control the ball and go past.
If I miss,
so once he misses, possession goes to the other team.
You know how difficult is it to play in this?
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Now, the one thing I used to do, and you'll call me up for this because it's wrong technique. Hang on, I'll show you. I used to do that.
That's considered a drag, and you'll be called as a foul for
It's
that.
an illegal flick, yeah.
Yeah.
So what constitutes a flick? You gotta.
You're not supposed to use your thumb as a spring.
Oh.
You're not supposed to. So it's just the index finger. So just like that. See? So you need delicate touches.
You guys are good. Like, you can tell you're good.
Yes, we are good.
We're well-ranked players.
Right. Okay. This is what I want you to teach me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to set up a wall here.
Okay.
And it's a free kick. Can I set up a wall?
No, why not, Andy? You just put your hand then.
Huh?
You just put a hand.
Put my hand
Yeah,
there?
why not just put a hand? Yeah.
Rudy will demonstrate.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just.
Whoa! It didn't even touch my hand, bro.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay, how do you do that? How do you do that?
That is where the long fingernails actually comes to use.
Yeah, go on. Talk me through that technique.
So basically, you just dig in and flick it up. Why not have a try then?
So you leverage the board as the but you're shooting up.
Yes, shooting up.
And does he have to be touching?
Yes.
Not
give
necessarily.
Give it a bit of space. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So
and because this is my figures, I have full confidence that we will actually go up.
Well, I need to do my right hand.
Yeah. All right.
Otherwise, it feels like someone else is doing it. Hang on. Right. Okay. So like this.
Yep.
From here.
Yep. Dig it in. Up. Yeah. Shoot.
All right. Do you know what? I feel like I've got the yips. Does that happen in Subbuteo? You know, like the darts players, some just can't let go of the dart, or the putter has the putting yips. What's the Subbuteo equivalent?
Yeah. It happens if you haven't played for a long time or don't know the game.
Well, I haven't played for 35 years.
Maybe let me have a pet talk with you, my figure. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Second time then.
Okay.
All right. You dig it in.
Yeah.
Flick it hard.
Okay.
Up. All right. All right. Not that bad, right?
Not that bad. But you felt it over your hand. Okay.
But it's okay. Where's the ball?
So the
just
trick
in
is
front of you.
to get it just right under the bar, above the goalpost. Because in the real game, the goalkeeper can move up and tip the ball over the bar. So that's the challenge.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what other special moves are there?
Long shot. Cool.
It's a bit.
It's a bit tricky.
It's a bit tricky.
What? Stop it!
Yep.
Yes.
Stop that! Did you get that, Nick, on the thing?
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah, we got that. His player went around.
We round it. What?
Andy, that's why I'm number 1.
So that's a very useful technique, because if the defender blocks his player in between your player and the ball, and all your other players are marked, you curl your player around it to touch the ball. So you maintain
What's that
possession.
called? What's it called?
It's just called a curl.
Curl.
Yeah. You want to try?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I've messed up one thing. Or is it ready? What's the technique here? Ready?
Okay. Dig it to the side.
Yeah.
Then just flick it.
Okay, gotcha.
Try.
Right. Try.
So I'm going to try and get the
Yeah.
Oh, come
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Try. Okay.
Stop!
No.
What?
Let me have another patch of another play. Okay. Why not you try this then? Yeah.
Now you try.
Who's
No,
this?
no, you try this.
Who is it?
This is the old figure. If you can remember, 1980s figure, which is actually more rounded. If you compare
Oh,
it to
stop it. Okay, stop it, boys.
Yeah.
Okay, what? So this, hang on. Can you see this, Nick? I don't know how to. Can you see the difference between the two players here?
It's too far.
It's too far, is it? Okay. What about if I show? What about if I show to this camera here? I really want to show people at home, because don't worry, I'm not going to break it, although I might. Can you see that, Nick? Is that too? How's that?
Yeah, we got it.
So rounded, 1980s.
Yep.
2016.
Yes.
2000 figures, yeah.
Wow, why the change?
You see, in the old days, they used to do a lot of curling.
Yeah.
All right. But what has happened is that over the years, players prefer the precision play. So they polish their bases. All right. They polish the bases so it's a smooth slicing action. So the need to curl is a little bit less compared to the old days. All right. So these are actually your old school players that make it easier to curl.
Gotcha. Yeah. Just awesome, Nick. Polish your bases. Polish your base, Nick. Right. Okay.
All right. Try then.
Okay.
It's much more easier. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't quite.
To the
get
side.
that. Yeah. And give it a bit. Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay.
Cool. It's much more easier.
Okay. Am I going that way or?
Go it inside the bit. Yeah.
But where do I end up? Do I end up shooting the way that?
This way, then we come in.
Okay.
But you have to dig it inside.
Oh, but I'm going this way or that way?
That way. This way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nearly.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Dig it in.
Okay.
In. Yeah.
Okay.
From downwards up. Downwards up.
You see how hard it is, Nick?
Yeah.
It's so hard, this game.
You look so stressed.
Yeah, do you know what? I've actually got the yips. I don't think I could play. My brain doesn't. I can't do it. I've just realised that I've actually got Subbuteo yips. Like, I want to throw it, but I just can't. Hang on, okay. Oh, stop it! I can't do it!
Yeah!
You did it.
Unbelievable. That's not bad, huh? Did you get that, Nick? Oh, different class. So,
Insane.
If I want to join, because obviously I'm quite good at this.
Potential, yeah.
Yeah. If I want, how do I go about joining? How much is a Subbuteo set?
Basic set, I think, costs about 35 to $40.
That's
Basic
just
set.
the team.
Yes.
That's the team. There are simple sets that are sold, but the cloth pitch, not this quality Astro pitch, that's about $80.
Hang on, this is Astro pitch.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a better quality competitive pitch, but a smaller size.
Because the old school
Is cloth.
is
yes.
proper clothes, really
Yes,
thick,
proper
right?
cloth, yes.
Yeah, correct. So this is for smoother precision play.
Mental.
Yeah.
That's mental.
But it's difficult to get it in stores in Singapore. So you usually will have to get it from us. Yeah. So because you get it from Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you make this yourself, the stadium?
Yeah, this stadium was actually made up from my friend who actually made up this. This is for my 2-year-old boy who usually sits on this field and just...
I've seen the picture.
Yeah.
I've seen the picture.
Yeah, you saw the picture, right?
Yeah, because I wanted to get an understanding of how big.
Yeah.
But when you say double the size, you mean double the professional tournament is double lengthways and double width?
Yeah.
My God. Okay, I want to come.
Yes, definitely.
Fridays. Come Fridays to the club, or you can actually drop by to Sports Hub on Sundays. This coming Sunday we're having a late
What
tomorrow.
Yeah.
10:30 to about 4.
Bit early.
No, the big games will be going on the whole day. We'll start at about 10:30 until about 4 p.m. or so.
Okay. And you've all got shirts?
Yeah, our club jerseys.
Okay, why was it an eagle? What is it?
Oh, okay. It represents Jurong is actually in the west and Eagle in the west. Yeah. So we are from the west.
Yeah.
Jurong is in the west side. So it basically just represents that. It's just a flying eagle on a Subbuteo.
Am I missing something with the saying the eagle in the west?
Mm.
Am I missing that?
Let's stay back, right?
Yeah, Leste bird. It was called actually Leste Aquila. Previously, the club name was Leste Aquila. But the thing is that majority of Singaporeans think that we are from Italy, so that's why we actually changed it to Jurong. But the eagle still stays. Yeah.
So what was it before?
Leste Aquila, meaning
Leste means
eagle from the west.
Love it.
Yeah.
And what are the other groups? What are the other teams?
Actually, because the Singapore scene is relatively small compared to Europe, there are only 2 major clubs.
Right.
One
So
is-
these are your rivals you're going to be talking
Yes.
about, right? Like,
One
do
is-
you hate each other?
No.
Is it like a fierce rivalry when you meet?
Actually, we intentionally did not want to create that rivalry because we're doing it for Singapore as a whole.
Gotcha.
All right.
Well, what's their name?
SG Lions.
Yeah, rubbish.
So
Rubbish. Have they got the Premier League champion in their team?
No. Not yet.
Premier League champion.
Have they got the best Singapore player in their team?
Used to, but not now.
Awesome. We're with Fauzi, Rudy and Vikas. They're from the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. If you want to get involved, do. All right, just do. In the meantime, we need to take a quick break. More from these guys after that. Plus, afterwards, we'll tell you how to win a brand new Samsung phone as well.
It's a red card, and he should get 2 red cards. That's got the red card.
Red Card Sports Radio, the best sports station in Asia.
The FA Cup third round live.
Cross his left-footed, Rooney with a back heel. Manchester United back in front. That's a lovely goal from Wayne Rooney.
This Saturday, hear full live match commentary as Manchester United take on Sheffield United at Old Trafford.
At the back post is Adams. Control, shot, goal, Sheffield United. It's 2 for Shay Adams.
Hear every kick on FA Cup Live.
Enter a new generation of sports. Red Card Sports Radio.
Welcome back. It's the Andy Penders Show on Red Card Sports Radio. What a show we've had already. We've had captain of Balestier Khalsa, Zaiful Nizam. We've had the new centre-back signing, Abdul Hadi, on the show, both from Balestier Khalsa, both pleading to Singapore fans to come and watch. Come and watch this year's S-League competition because it's going to be a lot of fun. In the studio right now, we have Fauzi, Rudy and Vikas from the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. More from them in just a moment. But in the meantime, a reminder that we have our first sponsor of the show. First sponsor of the show. First sponsor of the show. Yeah. Thanks very much to Samsung Sports Flow. It's our year, Nick. It's our year, Nick. Bring it on, son. It's our year. It's the Big Red Card Sports Radio Football Challenge, brought to you by Samsung Sports Flow. Download the Samsung Sports Flow app. You'll find our channel on there. 1.5 million downloads they've got. Yep, we're massive. Enter the sports chat at the bottom. We want your best football chant. I'm torn, Nick, between the 2 songs that we've done already and Issa Halim. You know what I mean. He wins everything. Issa Halim, oh, Issa Halim. I'm torn. And R1, let's do R1 again. Sheikh Abdul Hadi now. Sheikh Abdul Hadi.
Yeah, well, if you ask me personally, I really like the Issa Halim one. I really like the Issa Halim one.
Okay, nice. So get involved. That's how you can win a brand new Samsung smartphone. We're giving away 7 until the end of the season. We'll have the winners probably in the studio doing their chant. We'll come up with a different challenge every month. But that is how you play. Samsung Sports Flow, bringing you this competition in conjunction with Red Card Sports Radio. And we've decided to call it, deep breath, the Big Red Card Sports Radio Football Challenge. Thank you very much. Let's get the latest sports news now. Sports news or transfer news, Nick?
Sports news.
Let's get the latest sports news now with Nicholas.
Starting in tennis, Swiss star Roger Federer has reached the final of the Brisbane International for the 3rd straight time. Federer beat rising star Dominic Thiem in just 1 hour, 6-1, 6-4. Federer will meet big serving Canadian Milos Raonic in a repeat of the final in 2015. Moving on to golf, world number 1 Jordan Spieth has moved 4 shots clear after day 2 at the Hyundai Tournament of Champions in Hawaii. The American started the day 1 shot behind the leaders, but shot a round of 64 to move to 16 under. 3 players are tied for second at 12 under: Patrick Reed, Kevin Kisner and Fabian Gomez. And finally, in football, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp is hopeful his side's injury crisis will ease next week. The Reds are currently without enough players to fill a starting 11 on its own and played last night's FA Cup clash with Exeter City mostly with youngsters. But Klopp is optimistic some of his players will be back in action next week, including defenders Dejan Lovren, Mamadou Sakho and Martin Skirtle.
Thanks very much to Nicholas Limp. See, I'm more Raonic.
Raonic?
Yeah, I'm more Raonic.
Yeah, it's a problem with tennis players, isn't there? So many.
I don't know why you bother doing tennis news. I don't, because
people care. People care.
People do care.
Yes.
And that the IPTL this year was nothing short of sensational. Another red card global product. Thank you very much. In the studio now, we've got the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club on the way. Graham Harvey is here. We're going to talk motorsport, and he's got some fantastic stories to tell. We talk about horse racing as well as his beloved Arsenal. Arsenal in action a little bit later on up against Sunderland. Alan Bentley, the best tipster around, is also here as well. Welcome wherever you're watching. Let's get to Fauzi, Rudy and Vikas, because they've kindly brought in their 7-a-side Subbuteo table here. I love it, boys. It takes me back. Every time I see this now, it takes me back to my bedroom when life was great and you could go outdoors and play, and life was just so good. And this was part of it. This, a 6x3 snooker table, maybe a dartboard as well. Proper. That's what we did as kids. Proper stuff, right? So how come you guys are sort of still into it? I mean, isn't it? I mean, I play devil. It's just a nerdy thing to do, isn't it? It's just a bit of a sad, nerdy thing to do.
No. I was playing competitively in the 80s. Then the game sort of died down in the 90s, and we sort of laid off it for about 20, 30 years or so, and I'm glad that I came back to the game. I saw a group playing and returned to the game, having a lot of fun. I'm also teaching my son how to play, so soon.
How old is he?
He's 8 now,
brilliant.
Turning 9.
Perfect age.
So hope to bring him into the game and also learn it. I think it's more exciting than playing on the iPad.
Yeah. Oh, I do. And you actually get to talk to people and you're involved in it. Oh, it's awesome. Big tournaments coming up then, guys. Anything on the horizon that we should be watching out for, Rudy?
Yeah, 21st, majority of our Singapore team, Vikas, myself, we're actually heading down to Sydney, and we're going to participate in one of the biggest tournament for this year, the Grand Prix in Sydney, Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many teams are going?
8 Singaporeans. 2 teams from Singapore. We're expecting about 40, maybe about 50 participants.
And what will the press coverage be like?
I think they have quite good coverage, because I think Fox Sports, from what we heard, is covering.
They bought the rights? Fox Sports bought the rights to the... Brilliant.
Yeah, so...
Hey, do us a favour. When you're there, the more video that you send us, the more pictures that you send us, we'll put it straight on redcardsportsradio.com.
Definitely.
Sure.
Definitely
We'll put it on YouTube, we'll put it everywhere, because this is the game that you're right. The kids should be playing this. Yes. Yeah? Is there a Southampton version of this? Can I buy a Southampton team?
Yes, definitely. Any team is available.
Quite cheap though, the Southampton one, right?
But artwork is intricate, so it'll be about the same price.
Yeah, stripes. Stripes. Is there a team that's really sought after that you can't get, that's a bit sort of... Like I'm thinking, let's talk with the old school.
Yeah.
There must be collectible. Yeah. How much are these things going for? Do you know how much
Maybe about $60, $70.
Oh, okay. I was thinking thousands of dollars. No.
Maybe the set. Maybe the whole set, if it's in mint condition, maybe might reach thousands. But in Singapore, I don't think there is anyone who actually collects it.
Right.
They rather use it and play. But can I just backtrack to the part where you say these players looks nerdy? Do we look nerdy?
No.
We don't look nerdy.
No, not at all. This is it. They're not at all. You're great to meet you. I love this. Love it.
I mean, the kids nowadays are into iPads and phones.
Kids
and
these days,
yeah.
hey?
So I think we need to encourage them to have I mean, some movement of the body instead of just lying down on the couch.
It's actually not the kids' problem. I'll tell you what the problem is. It's our generation that's the problem. It's too easy to give them the iPad. Too easy to give them the iPhone. Shuts them up for 2 hours. Don't it? Start engaging with your kids. Do something with them, right? It annoys me. I'd never give my kid an iPhone or an iPad. It's just an easy way out. I know we're all tired, but look, here's your game. Hey, this and Mousetrap. Do you remember Mousetrap? Yeah.
Mousetrap, pipe.
Just looking at Graham. Graham's in the PCI. Mousetrap, Graham, yeah? Yeah, shaking his head. I don't know what Mousetrap is. Anyway.
Yeah,
sorry, I forgot where it was.
Yeah,
not nerdy. You're some of the coolest guys I know.
Yeah. Actually, we managed to bring some youngsters to the game. I think to date we have about 12 below 15 years old. We actually managed to attract to the club. And so far they have done quite well.
Worst thing is when they start beating you.
That's a happy problem.
Well, I guess it is, yeah. So who's gonna take this man down? Is there anybody that's coming close?
Yeah, there are quite a few players that are very close. What's making it more exciting? We have quite a few foreigners who are playing in the Singapore League.
Get out of here!
Yeah, they've sort of migrated here for work, and some are top European players.
No.
So they're giving us a run for our money as well. Yeah.
Oh, it's different class, boys.
Yeah, you need to join us soon.
Oh, I'm just not very good though.
Somebody have to start somewhere. We all start somewhere.
I've got the yips. I so want to polish my bass as well. I really do. You got some merchandise here. What's just stickers and?
Yeah.
Hang on. What's this here? Look, the thing here.
What is?
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually a polishing cloth, where you actually need. You were mentioning to polish the base, right?
Yeah.
Polish down then. Yeah. Just polish, then you just flick. Yeah.
So what happens is that this helps you to do long touches. You have to touch the ball from one end to the other. With the polish, you can go and just touch the ball just delicately. So that's the skill. Sometimes you have to.
Can you show us some build up or I don't know? Just show.
You should.
I haven't done enough of the game.
Touch first.
Okay. Yeah. Let Vikas then indicate.
Okay. Sometimes when your players are far away, the thing is with Subbuteo, you can shoot it from a distance. All right, as long as the ball is in the shooting area. Sorry, I'm in an awkward position here.
Ooh,
all right?
Just wide.
Yeah, it just went wide past the post. So, sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Finger is off.
No, that's the thing. This is a Man City team. You have to use your Liverpool team.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, what a save!
Hit the post.
Yeah. So you see, even with a long shot, you can lift it. All right. The trick is to get it just under the bar and into the goal. It went a bit too high as well.
Hang on, that's mental. From a long distance, you can get the ball in the air.
Yeah. And if you have to know one thing, he is the best in Singapore in that.
Yeah.
Really.
Not really.
He is sick. He is sick. I tell you, really sick.
That's awesome.
You should see him during a official game.
Bad demonstration.
Yeah.
Wow, that's mental.
This is the 7-a-side goalpost. It's slightly shorter. That's why every shot is hitting the bar. It's a normal goalpost that has gone in just under the bar.
Within your team, so do you always play with the Liverpool team here?
Yeah, sometimes it's a different one.
Do you have a favourite player? Come on, do you have a favourite player?
Not on the team. I mean, I still like Stevie G.
Oh, okay, but not on this. Like, you haven't got a particular one you think?
No, this one we're usually quite flexible.
Yeah, Rudy. No?
Yeah, I got my Spider-Man.
Oh, you have a Spider-Man player?
Spider-Man, yeah.
Oh, that's mental.
Yeah. This is spare keeper, which is equivalent, which covers the stick keeper.
What do you mean?
Meaning that if the ball goes out, you can't actually kick with the stick keeper. You have to use this.
And that's where Subbuteo is a little bit unique. Like if the ball is in this area, you reuse this in place of the goalkeeper.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but you remove it immediately after that.
So when is your turn to try and shoot? Fauzi is one of the best goalkeepers.
Get out of here! You're the best player here, the best long shot and the best goalkeeper. Right, I need to have a go.
Yeah, have a go then.
But the speed in which you do it is mental.
It's not. I mean, because
is it too far for you?
No, that's good.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just want to practice the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All right. Shoot.
Oh.
Okay.
As it was
All
a
right.
dummy.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good save. He tipped it away.
Wow. One more. Can I do a swerve and then hit?
Swerve? Yes.
Oh,
wait.
hit the post.
One more time. Yeah, hold on. I have to talk to FIFA first. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Big gap. Yeah. Oh, you did a chip.
Have we lost the ball?
No, the ball is here.
Hey, that's different class, guys. But can I just see you in action here, Rudy?
Me in
Well,
action?
yeah, just because the way the speed in which you do it
Yeah.
is mental.
No.
So would I get a touch now? Would I get
Yeah.
when?
So what happens every time he touches the ball, you have a blocking flick.
Right. But if
So
you're too slow?
Yeah, if it's too slow, he goes faster.
No.
Yeah, so you have to.
Can
be
I do
very
this?
Fast.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can, but you have to keep it within the 6-yard box.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, come on, Va.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult here. Yeah. Move him aside.
Can I come out?
Now you have to be in the box.
Within the 6-yard box.
Can I do this?
Now.
Yeah, you can, but it doesn't help.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where do you want it?
Top right.
Top right. Nah.
That was a good save.
Nick, have we demonstrated to you the hours, days that you can spend playing this game?
Let me see if I can shoot.
Absolutely.
Whoa. Did you see that?
I was looking at you.
Yeah.
I'll repeat again then.
Okay, just cut the cams. Watch this.
Oh, you just went up with
just there, yeah. Oh.
He just did a David Beckham against Wimbledon thing.
Funny how you could do Subbuteo on the radio show, eh?
It is.
It works, doesn't it?
We have the added element of the cameras. It works.
Well, this is very true. Welcome, everyone. We are with the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club, a.k.a. JCSC. And all the talk of the ASEAN Super League, this is what it's all about. We've worked it out here on Red Card Sports Radio. It's a Subbuteo League that the FAS are finally putting together. Guys, as you can see, we've all chosen our colours this year in the S League. We think it's really important that everyone gets behind the S League this season, okay? Do you guys follow any S League team?
No.
Well, I guess we have to follow this season.
Okay. Yeah, I think we have to
follow. Yeah.
Because let's stop complaining, right? That no one likes football here. No one goes, let's get off, let's do it with our feet, right? So we're in the studio, in the PCR room. Intern Pratap, he looks a bit bored today. Everything all right, Pratap? He's got, thumbs up. Balestier Khalsa fan.
Okay.
He's come up with some great songs as well. Hougang United fan, producer. You can't buy history. Geylang Bolde. Yeah, look at that. Oh, hang on. Upside down. Yeah. You can't buy history, boys. 1974. I'm actually older than the club. So let's pick a team.
I used to like Geylang International.
There you go.
All right.
What's wrong with them now?
Yeah, I'll start liking them again.
Okay, done.
All right.
Rudy?
Well, I will definitely support Home United.
Okay. Yeah. Protectors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's Tampines Rovers because I have a cousin playing.
No, who?
It's Madi.
No.
Yeah, he's my cousin. So
No
that's why
way.
I'm following Tampines Rovers.
Free tickets?
Not really. If I have time to go, I'll go. Yeah, but there is free tickets.
Only
but
if you start playing
yeah.
Subbuteo.
Yes. That's a clause.
Well, Tampines are in action now. How's Joel doing, Nick? Is he alive, do you think?
He is. I'm just trying to find a good time to get to him because
it's good. It's good. Give him a call.
Because actually, I might as well just give an update now. Tampines have already gone one up. Fazrul Nawas has put them one up.
Against Hougang, right?
Against
friendly
Hougang.
to them.
Come on. Hey, what do you think of Ramon Rose? What do you think of Jermaine Pennant being on trial?
Actually, it's quite a shock to me.
Yeah. Hey, do you know who wrote that world exclusive? You know there's a world exclusive that Jermaine Pennant was coming on trial to Tampines. Do you know who wrote that exclusive story?
Oh my God, don't tell me it's you. Oh, I know he was here, I think yesterday, right? Yesterday? Or 2 days ago, he was here?
He'll be in the studio tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That's why I heard.
He's in the friendly, right, against Hougang?
He's playing in the second half. That's why we're just going to give Joel a call and see what's... But, so... That story went mental. It hit the UK wires, hit the French wires, it went everywhere. And do you know what? I wrote that story naked on the edge of my bed. Funny, right? It's just funny the way it works.
I think that's too much detail.
It is a little bit too much, yeah.
Too much detail.
But you see Daily Mail start picking up the Sun, everyone start picking up. Wow. And that's what Red Card brought him here, yeah? That's how we got the scoop, because we brought him in. Hope he signs, man.
Yeah, I hope to.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah. Ex-Liverpool player. Of course we support him.
Yeah, ex-Arsenal player. Ex-Real Zaragoza. He's got some stories to tell. Tune in tomorrow. He's got some... Like, he left his sports car at the train station, right? In Spain. It's going to be awesome. Right, can you do me a favour then, guys? Seeing as we're going to get behind local football, and I think we'd love to support you doing this as well, can you come up with a S-League team, Subbuteo team?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The worst thing about Subbuteo, though, is... Do you remember breaking players?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing worse than breaking a player. Get the old super glue out. It's not the same, is it?
So that's why when we play competitive games, we always have spare players.
Yeah.
And super glue.
Super glue, yeah.
Oh, very heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Oh, it is. It's the way. He's not the same after, is he? Put a bit of glue on and the weight. Are there any other oh, sorry. Joel's on the phone, is he? Okay, Joel, hey, sorry, let's just break to Joel. He's at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Tampines are 1-0 up, Joel?
Yes, they're 1-0 up. Well, there was a frenzy in the penalty box, during the corner kick. And, Farouz Nawas scored the goal to give Tampines a 1-0 lead going to the half-time.
So a bit of a frenzy. Was he poked it home, or what's he done?
Pardon?
Well, how has he scored it?
The penalty, it came from the right side. It went in. The defenders were frantically running trying to kick the ball, trying to clear the ball out, and he took the chance. He poached, and he just with his right foot, he slotted it in.
Okay. Any sign of Jermaine Pennant?
Yes, he's warming up right now, preparing to start the second half. So everyone's excited. They're going for their halftime break, and they're going to come back and watch him play.
Is Ramon Rose playing?
Pardon, because the names are not on the jersey, so I'm not too sure which one he is. I'm sorry about that. I'll find out for you, and I'll let you know immediately.
Okay. I think he's American, isn't he? Anyway, so tell me about the crowd.
Oh, the crowd is crazy. Honestly speaking, the Tampines Rovers fans are not making a lot of noise, but the Hougang Wolves, though, they are generating electricity throughout the whole Jalan Besar Stadium. Trust me, man, those guys, they are crazy.
Go and stand with them.
They just left for a halftime break, man.
Oh, it's halftime, is it?
Yeah, it's halftime, so they are off for a break and they'll come back again. Maybe you can call me again in about 10, 15 minutes when when the game starts. I'll let you know when the second half starts.
Yeah, do it.
And because for the past 45 minutes, they haven't stopped cheering for their team.
How many people there, roughly? Like 200, 300?
200, 300. Awesome. I think even close to 400. Trust me.
That's awesome. That's a pre-season friendly, boys.
Yeah, it's just a pre-season friendly, and there's so many people here already.
Love it. Hey, thanks, Joel.
Hey, no problem. I'll catch you later.
On the way, Graham Harvey, our motorsport and horse racing journalist with some great stories. Alan Bentley's here as well. Guys, it's time to say goodbye to you. Yeah. But I've loved having you on the show. Have I missed anything?
No, I think we should close with a penalty shootout.
Look, I'd love to.
Yeah, where you're going to be the keeper and we're going to try to beat you.
Okay, awesome. Okay, let's do it. So I'll pretend that this is Fraser Forster. Okay? No, in fact, I'm going to pretend he's one.
Let us, each of us, take one shot against you.
Okay, awesome.
Right?
So
and the winner gets a Samsung? Yeah?
The winner gets a Samsung. Do I have to stay on my line?
Because it's actually a good commentator.
Yeah, okay.
Commentate. Oh, why not? Yeah?
We won't, otherwise you may lose your job. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good save.
That was a K-long shot. Fauzi, let Fauzi then in. A bit of commentary, please. Because for the penalty shootout.
Fauzi is all walking up to take the shot. Andy is on the goal line.
Oh!
To the top corner. Goalkeeper was totally beaten.
Well, and the last one.
Now Rudy is up with his Spider-Man player up to take a shot. Andy's on the goal line.
Oh!
It's a wonderful dummy right to the side.
It's a trick shot.
Love it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Sure, Andy.
Been brilliant.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Andy.
Yeah, well, it gave me great pleasure to have the best Premier League champion in Asia on the show.
We love to share the game with people who used to play it and then lost.
You got a website? Just give your website.
Yeah.
What's the website?
It's Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. Yeah.
Okay. Quite a long URL. Nice.
You can also go to the
TFAS.
TFAS website. That's easier to find. That's the Table Football
And
Association.
this is for you.
Awesome. I'll put it on. Can I give them away or put them on? I'll put them on my laptop.
The next time you call us, we'll bring the S-League figure. We'll try to bring the S-League figure, and maybe we'll give you a Southampton figure.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for coming on the show, Fauzi, Rudy and Vickers of the Jurong Central Subbuteo Club. Right, time for a quick break. When we come back, Graham Harvey, our motorsport and horse racing journalist, he's got some great stories to tell as well. He'll be on the show, and we'll also talk to Alan Bentley.
It's a red card. And he should get 2 red cards. That's got the red card.
Red Card Sports Radio, the best sports station in Asia.
Coming soon on Barclays Premier League Live. Liverpool versus Arsenal from Anfield.
It's the cross in towards Benteke, who stretches his right leg out to turn the ball past Kasper Schmeichel from 12 yards.
Lovely 1-2. This could be a wonderful goal. That is an absolutely brilliant goal from Arsenal, and it's another strike for Mesut Özil. 16 assists this season, and now 5 goals this campaign as well.
Tottenham Hotspur versus Sunderland from White Hart Lane.
Kane on the edge of the penalty area, looks to cut inside against Sebastian Bassong and shoots, and that's a brilliant finish from Harry Kane. Make it 27 Premier League goals this season. He has beaten Teddy Sheringham's record.
Here's Watmore, could be in for number 2. He is Duncan Watmore, the youngster with the goal, seals the points for Sunderland. 2 goals for them in a couple of minutes. He's been a threat all afternoon since coming on for Jermaine Defoe.
Chelsea versus Everton from Stamford Bridge.
Ivanovic with the cross, and 2-0. Pedro drives it in. Whoever they're doing it for, they're doing it with style. It's Chelsea who are cruising. Barkley looking to get the shot in, maybe. Toying with Wheeler on the edge of the area. It's into the area now. Lukaku makes it 1-1. There's no stopping this man at home. 7-7 now, Goodison.
Aston Villa versus Leicester City from Villa Park.
It's a very short run-up from Ayew against Adrian. He scores! What a cool penalty from Jordan Ayew. He dinks the ball into the roof of the net, and the roof has come off Villa Park. That could be a crucial goal in Aston Villa's quest for Premier League survival. Mahrez up against Aspilicueta. Early cross towards Jamie Vardy! Turned in by Jamie Vardy. The goal-scoring marvel strikes again.
Liverpool versus Manchester United from Anfield.
Origi shoots, deflected in. Divock Origi has got his first Premier League goal, and he's given Liverpool a late point in the 6th minute of stoppage time.
Whoever's ball from the right-hand side to Depay! Breakthrough, and it's a goal for Manchester United. Memphis Depay scores. Well, he looks comfortable wearing number 7 now, doesn't he? Memphis Depay's 2nd goal in the red of Manchester United in the Premier League.
Stoke City versus Arsenal from the Britannia Stadium.
Nautovic steps up and scores! And that surely is the winner now. And Stoke City look to have secured all 3 points in one of the most remarkable games of football the Premier League has seen in a long time.
It's 3 against 1 inside the penalty area. Özil plays it back at Aaron Ramsey. Taps in number 2 for Arsenal.
That's all coming up soon on Barclays Premier League Live from Talk Sport.
You're with Andy Penders on Red Card Sports Radio.
Welcome everyone into the final half an hour on the Andy Penders show. Still to come, Alan Bentley, the best tipster in the business. We're also going to be talking Asian motorsport and stuff like that. Hey Nick, we've got a sponsor on the show. Did I tell you? Got a sponsor on the show, Nick!
Yes, you mentioned it several times.
Samsung Sportsflow. It's the big red card sports radio football challenge brought to you by Samsung Sportsflow. Each month we are giving away a top-of-the-range Samsung phone. All you have to do is download the Samsung Sportsflow app, go to our red card sports radio channel, enter the competition. You have to come up with the best football chant this month. The best one will give you a phone. Simple, right? Sounds good. Let's do it. In the meantime, let's get the latest transfer news. Here's Nicholas Lim.
Thanks, Andy. Liverpool have reportedly completed a deal for ex-AC Milan striker Alexander Pato. Brazilian media claim a €15 million deal has been struck. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich star Mario Götze has fueled rumours of a move to Liverpool after he said he wants to leave the Allianz Arena in the summer. Götze previously worked with current Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp at Borussia Dortmund. Elsewhere, Arsenal are reportedly losing interest in Watford captain Troy Deeney and could turn their attentions to Deeney's strike partner Audio Nigalo instead. However, any possible deal for the powerful forward will only likely happen in the summer. Elsewhere, Bournemouth are seemingly desperate for a striker after signing Juan Iturbe from Roma and being linked to the move for former Milan forward Steven El Shaarawy. The Cherries have now lodged a club record £12 million bid for Wolves frontman Benik Afobe. And finally, on the managerial front, Manchester United have reportedly made an approach for Paris Saint-Germain boss Laurent Blanc. There is no word yet on when they intend to get rid of Louis van Gaal.
Thanks very much to Graham.
I'm here.
To Graham, yeah. Sorry to Nick. Yeah. I'm new at this game, Sam.
It's been a long day.
Hey, Graham Harvey's in the studio, who's worked in motorsport, who's worked in horse racing, as an Arsenal fan. Good to see you, bro.
Good. But also, I've lost my S-League team.
Who was your S-League team?
Woodlands. I've just come back.
Yeah.
And, the S-League's a great little league because, being an Arsenal fan, you've got 60,000 people, and it's very kind of distant. While the S-League, you go, you're close up, you can actually talk to the players. And when I was here about 2005, religiously I used to go and see Woodlands Wellington. And now I'm back, where are they? So a couple of those guys left, not the Subbuteo guys, the other guys. Who are they from?
Balestier Khalsa, so that sort of Angmokyo, Bishan area.
Well, as long as the MRT works, I could probably go down and
close
watch
down tonight, didn't the MRT?
Tell me about it. I was trying to come in.
Oh, were you? Was it bad? Was it? That's why the game was delayed today for half an hour.
There's a train stuck at the Woodlands. So I went to come down, and it's like no trains. I was like, okay, that's unusual for SMRT.
It's Jermaine Pennant in Singapore. That's the problem.
So where's the nearest S-League team from Woodlands?
Hougang.
There you go.
Right, that's where Nick's supporting Hougang.
Oh, yeah,
right.
Northeast of Singapore. So
where's Hougang then?
Hougang, northeast of Singapore. So from Woodlands, you need to take a bus, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
That's okay. But where's Hougang?
Hougang. Oh wait, actually they play at I can't remember which, but the Hougang Stadium, right? Yeah. So you need to take a bus from Woodlands.
And is that the Purple Line or Hougang?
Hougang, it is, I believe, the Purple Line. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right, sorted. There's your team, Hougang. You're a Hougang Hall, and they're playing tonight. They're trailing at the moment.
Okay. And I have to get ready with all the chants, or
yeah, exactly.
What are the chants?
I don't know. Yeah.
Hougang.
Well, they're quite good. The Hougang Halls, aren't they, Nick? They're super chanting. If you actually look on last week's show, they're singing it throughout. So have a look and sing. So Graham Harvey's here with us in the studio. He'll remain with us for the last 25 minutes. I'm delighted to say that former Sky Sports presenter Alan Bentley is on the line. Hi, Al.
Hi, Andy. How are you?
Yeah, everything's good, bro. Just wondering if you guys might have worked at Sky Sports at the same time. When were you at Sky Sports, Al?
96 to 2001.
I was 94 to about 1999, so...
Were you working on the football?
No, I was working on the, basketball and horse racing.
Oh, okay. Well, forgive me, yeah, because you know the way it is at Sky, they tend to just compartmentalise you. We were out on the live footy, so sadly our paths didn't cross. There you go, Andy.
Happy days, though, when you were doing that, the reporting for Sky, just crazy.
Well, I mean, exactly. I mean, we were doing, 2, 3, 4 live games a week. Initially it was myself and Alan Brazil, and then it was myself and Chris Kamara, Brian Marwood. I was lucky enough to make some good pals within football, saw some great games, saw some great players, saw some not so great games. But there was always something happening. Every game you went to, there was always a little tale to tell. And I just wish, our great pal Johnny Phillips, who also works at Sky, and he wrote a little book, didn't he, on some of his adventures. I just wish I'd kept a diary of my 5 years sort of on the touchline, because, again, some of the things that go on, even me, who's watched football all my life, I simply would not have believed the fun, the camaraderie, the battles, the fighting, the this, the that, and the other. It was astonishing. And I think once or twice you came with me, didn't you? They were always great, the games. Always something about them, no matter where you were.
Yeah, the best thing I did, I was there when they named the Brian Clough stand at Forest Ground, and he stood next to me and Johnny, stood next to us while he took the applause. It was mental, Al.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he was quite frail, wasn't he, at that time?
Yeah.
He came in to do an interview. And in fact, I don't know whether I can say this live on air, Andy, but he was very controversial in he acted as pundit as well. And he was talking about Steve Chettle, the old Forest defender, who'd given away a goal in this game. I think it was against Huddersfield Town. Clyde Wynard scored. And Brian Clough live on air said that Steve Chettle should be very grateful to me that he'd taken him to his first brothel when he was 17.
Different class.
But there you go. Good old Cluffy, but you're right. Every now and then you'd meet a legend like that. I was lucky enough to have brekkie with Stanley Matthews, Nat Lofthouse, the old line of Vienna going back years. And, I'd taken my dad, who's no longer with us, to meet the likes of Graham Souness and, people like that. It was, in that respect, it was great. The only thing I would say, there wasn't too much room for creativity when you worked at Sky. Let's put it that way.
Did you have a good time at Sky, Graham?
Yeah, no, it's a great training ground, and you go on to better things. And at Sky, it's one of those things where, BBC, it's very in-house. And at Sky, if you were creative enough and you had the dynamism, you actually got on, and it's a great company to work for.
Yeah, nice. Hey, Al, we got you on because we want some tips. It's all FA Cup today. Hey, Eastleigh against Bolton, son. What's going on?
I know. I mean, the BBC are coming from Eastleigh shortly. I've got to say, I think Bolton might win that one. Neil Lennon under all sorts of pressure. He's got problems in his personal life. I still find myself astonished that Bolton are rooted to the foot of the Championship when you see some of the players they've got. Eastleigh aren't bad, though. Eastleigh a decent price. They're 3.3, Andy, 23-10. Bolton 13-10. I do think Bolton will or should win that one, but you see, the problem we've got, though, Andy, it's not like the old days when we used to watch the Cup. Now, there's teams like Bolton or whatever who'll rest players for the FA Cup because there's more important or bigger fish to fry, or not necessarily bigger, but more important games for them. So until you actually see the lineups, it's almost impossible to have any firm opinion, I would suggest.
Oh, bless you, Al.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
A very rare sneeze live on air,
It was
very
a cough. But there you go. I can't say Adelaide United have just scored against Perth Glory. That's 3-1 to Adelaide now. Perth had a man sent off in the first half. I've
already had a bit of a rant, actually, about the FA Cup. Given that the Premier League have put a full schedule on midweek, of course, you can rest some players and put your youth team out, just like Liverpool did.
Well, absolutely right. But it's not just Liverpool. I mean, you will see managers like, I remember Sam Allardyce treating it with disdain when he was the Bolton manager. You'll see managers in lower leagues who are resting players. It frankly isn't. It's ridiculous. It just hasn't got the draw and the lustre that it used to have when we were all growing up. And that's a crying shame. There are simply too many games that our players play. They play God knows what time, the kickoffs all over the place. Liverpool, I mean, I know they're a prime example. It's no wonder that Jurgen Klopp named so many young kids yesterday. They've been playing all over the place with kick-off times all over the place, and it's bound to have an effect. All this nonsense that is his training regime, they haven't had a chance to train, so that's utter nonsense. It's just too many games, and that way I worry for the England national team. I worry for our teams in the latter stages of the Champions League. We just crucify our players, Andy, with the workload we place upon them.
They picked some ridiculous games for the TV, by the way.
Absolutely
uninspiring,
right.
Just awful.
Mind you, be thankful we're not in Ireland where they've got the Doncaster-Stoke game.
But I think that's one of the more interesting ones.
On what respect?
Well, don't know. Just a bit spicy, Doncaster, they could turn them over. I don't know.
Really? No, not for me. But again, I suppose the problem was, to be truthful, there weren't that many games that stood out. But it is odd that you've got a game between you lot and Palace that no one, we can't see live. And yet there's dross, like I've just mentioned, Doncaster against Stoke. It is ridiculous. And you're always going to get the likes of Manchester United on, even though they're at home to Sheffield United. Bonkers, isn't it?
Bonkers. Chelsea, Scunthorpe, Oxford, Swansea.
Yeah.
So, Al,
go on. I agree with you, but there you go.
Okay. Where are you going to go for your top tips this weekend then, Al?
Well, it's a tough one, because I've gone through all the coupons. There's not a lot happening. There's still the midwinter break for a lot of the European leagues. I'll tell you what I've done, just for a bit of interest. I do like a bet based, if I can get my words out, around a referee. And so I've just had some various bets. Mike Dean, we know he's trigger happy. Mike Dean to give a penalty in the game between Norwich and Man City. The game over Real Madrid against Deportivo. Deportivo have drawn 5 so far away. There's going to be huge pressure on the Real Madrid players to perform. The referee in that game likes to give a card. I've had a little bit on a red card in that game. And also in 2 of the lower league games, not lower league, but lesser games in La Liga. The Getafe and Levante games, I expect there'll be cards galore in those 2 as well, simply because of the nature of the referee. So in terms of eye-catching sort of 1x2 bets, if you like, there's not a lot to really get me enthused, especially, as I said, that you've got to wait until the teams are announced before you can really get stuck in. So I'd love to help you more, Andy, but I can't.
Okay, we might have some Cape Town horse racing tips for you in just a few moments, because Graham Harvey's here. We're going to be talking about that. Know anything about South African racing, bro?
Me? Not a lot. I mean, I did used to know a little bit. What was his name? Andrew, someone who, dare I say, he was a really big guy. He used to do a bit of tipping on at the races, on the South African racing. Mike de Kock, he's very famous, and I know he's had horses based over in the UK at Newmarket with my good mate Armando, and I could do with a winner or 2. I've just had a loser in the 12:15 at Kempton, so any tips would be hugely appreciated. Let's put it that way.
Alan, is Chepstow on?
Let me have a look, because the thing is, they're going to run the Welsh Grand National early in the hope that it will just beat the weather, because the rain's coming in again.
Oh, no.
It was on last time I looked.
Do you know
oh, yes, it is. Yeah, Chepstow is on.
Do you know what my friend said? He was going to go today, and he looked at the card, and they changed it to the 3rd race of the day. And he said, that's it.
Right.
That's it. I'm not going. I said, but it's the Welsh National. It's a really big day. He said, call me cynical, but they've changed it from race 5 to race 3, because if at Chepstow they do 3 races in the day, then they don't have to provide any refunds for the people that turn up.
That's absolutely right. It happened at Plumpton last week. This, where it simply wasn't raceable. They got 3 races out the way. I mean, it was disgraceful conditions.
Yeah.
And after 3 races, just as you said, they called it off. And there is this outcry at the moment. The only reason they called it off after 3 was that was the minimum until they didn't have to give a refund. So it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't. And it's such a shame, because the Welsh Grand National is a great race with a great heritage.
Race.
Dick Francis, who wrote all the novels, he rode the first ever winner in the Welsh Grand National years and years ago. But it's just a shame that we mess around with racing as we do in this country. We've got Lingfield and Kempton, which are just more or less around the corner from each other. Chepstow, which is unlikely to see the full 7 races, and not a lot else. So I don't know. They need shooting. And there's been a big fuss over here that Channel 4 are losing the horse racing. It's going to ITV, so there's all sorts going on over here at the moment.
Racing's dying a death over there, isn't it? Really, because
it's now dying a death as a racing. As a betting proposition. I mean, oddly enough, the attendance figures are great, because, of course, it's still a great day out. But until they find a way of embracing betting on TV again, sadly, it will never work on telly, in my opinion. And some of the people who have got on it, are so far detached from the normal punter, it's untrue.
Very true. And also, if you go to the bookmakers in England, you legally can bet, and like you put £100 down on a horse. The poor cashier has to call up the head office to make sure they can put the bet on. It's like, well, how are you going to entice interest into a sport when you're being turned away?
It's ridiculous. I mean, and the truth is, you go in there and all it is lads playing on the glorified fruit machines at the moment.
That's just the numbers.
I used to enjoy a day at the bookies when me and Andy were working together. We used to go around and have a little bet called the Play Spot every day. But now, when you go in, the atmosphere is just gone.
Yeah.
And racing has got only itself to blame. It's shot itself in the foot to a huge, huge degree. It really has.
Well, they got in bed with the bookmakers, and these FOBTs? They had 4 machines in a shop. They're programmed. They're programmed to cover the fixed costs of the betting shops. So these poor guys,
they make $2,500 each per machine, and the bookies are allowed 4 in each shop. Yeah. And not surprisingly, they're pushing for more in each shop. It's a sorry state of affairs, and you see the likes of football now and the way we can have a bet should we want to, where it's legal. There's in-play betting on football and all these other sports, and as I say, racing, which used to be the only sport that we could see on the telly, just hasn't kept up with the times.
Yeah, well, when I started my kind of misdemeanors in the gambling world, I used to like doing football, and at the weekends the bookies used to stipulate you used to have 3 matches in a. That's the minimum, wasn't it? 3 matches in a bet.
It used to be minimum treble, and the
Yeah.
truth of the matter is when you come to this country, people still always bet in accumulators.
Yeah.
And there's the age-old lament that, just one let me down. It happens every Monday when everyone gets to work on a Monday, just one let me down.
But
it's manna from heaven for the bookies, because they know that they can put favourites up artificially short. Punters will put 3 or 4 of them together, and the bookies will just make hay. It's bonkers the way people bet over there, but therein lies an opportunity, which hopefully we're going to take advantage of with 1 or 2 things that we've got in the pipeline at the moment.
Because when I started, I used to look for a good double. If I saw 2 home teams really I fancied, and then I'd go down to Scottish Division 2, Division 3 in January, February, hoping that the match could be abandoned, because if the match was abandoned, your double actually stayed on as a bet. So I was trying to get around those bookie little policies.
Yeah, that's right. But as I say, the good news for bookmakers is in this country that we still many of us betting accumulators. But there you go. But going back to it today, there's very little in terms of value. The FA Cup, it's just a shame. I mean, I don't know who you fancy for the FA Cup itself, Andy, but your lot are a big price. Southampton, would you fancy them?
No.
I quite fancy West Ham at a big price.
Yeah.
With players coming back. If you look at some of the stats, I don't know if you know this, but the last team to play in the deciding the business end of the Europa League, you got on the FA Cup final, were Man City in 2004, 2005. So that will count against Liverpool, Manchester United, and Tottenham. You've then got Manchester City, where this will be the lowest in terms of their list of priorities. Arsenal arguably looking at the league. So I think this could be a year like we had 2 years ago with Wigan, or 3 years ago with Wigan, whenever it was, where you could at last see an outsider again winning the FA Cup. Not that, to me, that creates more interest or it's good for the game or whatever, none of that nonsense. I like to see the best teams winning, but I'm just saying from a betting perspective, you might fancy having a little dabble on one of the outsiders.
What about Everton?
Yeah, well, again, they're decent, aren't they? And they've been underachieving in terms of what they've done this season. You look at that game against Norwich the other week, where they battered Norwich for the first half and then were held to a draw. Everton are one of those teams who could, and I know it's an old cliche, but could on their day beat anyone. No one would relish playing against them. Lukaku is in outstanding form. Yeah, I think you're right. Everton could be a bit of value as well.
And Alan Graham here, what about Leicester? Because do you think Leicester would just fall off the Premier League chase and then Claudio Ranieri in the team? They could see that as their cup?
This is the funny thing about Leicester, I mean, their squad is a lot deeper than most people think. There was a match the other week where they on the bench had players who'd amassed 386 international caps. They've got the lad from Poland who's hardly played, who's got God knows how many caps. They've got a Japanese striker. They've got Inler. So the squad isn't bad, and that's why, oddly enough, I give them a big chance. They're one of the few teams who I would consider backing for their game against Tottenham tomorrow, because I think, although I would still say Tottenham's first 11 is better than Leicester's, I think Leicester perhaps, and this may sound incongruous almost, Leicester actually have a deeper squad. And if you want another bet in that one, Robert Madley, the referee, has awarded 8 penalties this season, and Leicester have had 9 themselves. So if you fancy a little referee-based bet, a penalty in the game between Spurs and Leicester tomorrow.
Just before you go out, Celebrity Watch this week?
Well, this is interesting, Andy. Well, it's interesting as far as I'm concerned. Not so much Celebrity Watch, but a bit of culture, because, as you know, and thanks to the card, Andy, it was my birthday during the week, and I actually decided to go down to the New Forest, your neck of the woods.
Beautiful,
and I went to a little village called Minstead, which I don't know if you know it. It's beautiful, just up the road from Lyndhurst. Now, I don't read a lot of literature, Andy, much to my shame, but one thing I have read are the complete works of Sherlock Holmes, and I was truly astonished when I was having a meal in the pub on Wednesday night, or Tuesday night, in fact, the day before my birthday, and there on the wall was a picture of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the esteemed writer of all the great Sherlock Holmes stories. And he, unbeknown to me, and I'm sure unbeknown to most, is buried in this little hamlet called Minstead. And there was not a big song and dance about this. I mean, it's not like the Americans would do, and God knows what would be on the village green. Arthur Conan Doyle, a bit of culture for you, Andy, is buried in the little village of Minstead in the New Forest. There you go. That's the nearest I came to a celeb this week.
Happy birthday, Al.
Happy birthday, Anne. Thanks, Andy, for that. And fingers crossed for your lot in their game today.
Yeah, thanks. Taking on Crystal Palace. Live coverage, of course, on Red Card Sports Radio. Good, Al. I'll speak to you soon. In the meantime, in the studio is Graham Harvey. That lasted longer than I thought, but we can go. We can go
FA Cup, though. When we were growing up as 2 Englishmen, in our 40 pluses, the FA Cup, when we were a kid, it was a massive thing. I think people now don't realise how lucky they are with live televised football. It used to be the only game of the whole season. I'm sure people are going to be falling off their chairs now going, what? One game a season? Yeah. And then if I think the English club was in the European Cup final, that would be shown live. So we had BBC and ITV, one live game a season, and it was the FA Cup final, and that's what made it so special. Yeah. But now you've got La Liga and A-League and, all around the world there's live football going on that you can watch. And I think it's diluted the FA Cup a little bit, And it's a shame because the third round, being an Arsenal fan, we always remember flipping Mickey Thomas, Wrexham, wasn't it? We were top of the league. They were last in the old 4th division. And on the great levelling mud-flat pitch at the racecourse ground, Mickey Thomas smacking that ball, and that was it. We were out. Yeah. And that was the third round. And that was the beauty of the FA Cup. And now, what is it? It's almost like on par with the League Cup, isn't it? Now
I just want to get it over with. Oh, no interest at all now. It's
a shame. It's a real, and I think also having a sponsor's name to it as well cheapens it a bit. It's not now unique anymore.
So was it the Emirates FA Cup?
It's the Emirates FA Cup. Yeah. It just cheapens it a bit. Like Arsenal fans, we always call it Highbury and New Highbury, but now we've got to call it Emirates Stadium. So it doesn't have the same resonance, does it? As the traditional kind of FA Cup.
One live game a season, Nick. That's what we had. One live game a season. Mental, isn't it? That's why we played so much Subbuteo.
One question I want to ask those Subbuteo guys. When they get to the World Cup, do they or the figurines get tested by WADA? Does WADA test the kind of polishing to make sure that it's all legal, or do they go in and get the kind of test,
Let's see if there's any doping in Subbuteo.
You never know, do you?
You never know. Mate, they were. I don't know if you saw. They were so
fantastic. Good. That was, and one of them needed a Bergkamp. Remember Bergkamp Newcastle when he flicked the ball and he went round the player, and that was there live.
Let's talk about your career in journalism, if we could.
Yeah.
Let's start off in motorsport, shall we?
Yeah. Well, currently I commentate on the Audi R8 LMS Cup, and that's coming back this year with brand new Audi cars, and it's on Fox Sports Asia all across, so make sure you watch that. Alex Young, our mutual friend, who's back-to-back champions. He made history, and these cars are fantastic. They really go on the beer of bang. And
so they do a roundup show at the moment, don't they?
Yeah, they do the highlight show, but also there's live streaming.
Right.
So if you're click on the Audi website, then you'll hear me droning on for a couple of hours.
Go on, give us your best race, because you must have. What's your racing commentary voice?
I wouldn't want to kind of.
Do you remember Murray Walker?
Murray Walker. Now I can tell you a story about Murray Walker and James Hunt. The very first race they commentated on was back in the 1980s, the Monaco Grand Prix. And Murray Walker was this straight-laced, all prepared, wanted to make sure that everything was done by the dot the I's and cross the T's, and he was told, James Hunt, the motor racing guy's got to co-commentate, and he wasn't too happy about this being kind of straight-laced BBC. So James is, of course, the kind of playboy type, and Murray's sitting there waiting for James to turn up, and unfortunately James had just busted a leg kind of I think about a week before. So Murray sees James on crutches, plaster cast on his leg, of course a girl with 2 bottles of rosé, and James sits down. Hello, Murray. So I think this time it was on Sunday Grandstand, BBC Two, wasn't it? It was live, and they got the kind of host getting ready to throw over to Murray Walker. Murray Walker's getting ready, and just as he's about to throw over to Murray Walker, James Hunt sits back, puts his plaster cast on Murray's lap just as he's about to go live, and then through the broadcast his girlfriend opens up the old rosé, and James just goes through 2 bottles of rosé live on air. It's just a unique kind of. Could you just imagine that now anywhere, like Red Car Sports Radio? Can we get sponsored by a beer company?
I think
crack
we can.
Open a couple of tinnies.
I think this show would be a lot better
if you had a little mini bar.
Yeah. And we just got more and more drunk as this show went on. Be brilliant, right? Yeah. I think that's its catch. Let's start doing that, Nick. Let's get drunk radio going. Be great, man. Because that's what it's all about.
2 sponsors. You have Samsung, and you get another beer branding.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, happy. I'm happy to do anything.
But no, James Hunt was a fantastic kind of legend of a guy.
Yeah, hang on, my Murray Walker, because you did a few impressions as a young kid.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Richie Benno.
Yeah.
Morning everyone.
everyone.
And Murray Walker.
Yeah.
So
Peter O'Sullivan, come over to the fence.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff, no.
And so my Murray Walker would be. And there goes Nelson PK in the undercharged turbo.
I know.
It sounds nothing like it.
But see, that was the beauty of our golden age of kind of watching TV, because it was on one of these free-to-air channels where everyone could watch. Even the presenters and the commentators became stars and they became unique. But now with kind of digital TV, and there's hundreds of thousands of kind of channels, and now on the internet you're streaming, and Audi R8 allow me onto let loose on the internet as well.
We're doing this.
It's just amazing, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I carved out quite a nice career at ESPN, but now it's all over there. Hey, so you talk about James Hunt.
Yeah, he was a legend. Like, for instance, when I was back in England with Formula One, I actually had a chat with Nicky Lauda. And Nicky Lauda.
Yes, my first ever joke. My first ever joke was that. So good.
I was just playing along there. So basically, Nicky had a birthday party in Vienna, and they were testing the next day in Paul Ricard, which is down outside Marseille. So the team were quite happy that Nicky invited James, because Nicky's the type of guy that, right, this time you're going to be there. He could not control James, but make sure that James was going to be there. So at night time, Nicky goes to James, look, the flight's at 7 a.m. You got to be there. Make sure you're there. James like, don't worry, old boy, I'll be there. Don't worry. So Nicky next morning gets up, goes to the plane, 7 o'clock in the morning, waits, and to be fair enough, car comes, because in those days the security wasn't that tight at the airports. So in those days the car comes along, James falls out barefoot. Obviously he's met a lady that night, goes into the plane absolutely plastered. Nicky's just thinking, oh, okay. So they get to the Paul Ricard circuit. Nicky does his first kind of practice session, so he does all his kind of laps, and it's James's turn. And back in the 1970s, the cars, you can hear they were loud, not like the hair dryers of these Formula One cars now. They're really loud. They'll shake your kind of rib cage as they went past. So James goes off, and everyone could hear the car going off in the distance. Nicky's back into the garage talking to his mechanics, and then all of a sudden there's this kind of commotion, and he comes out, what? The car, James, he hasn't come back. So Nicky's like, oh, no. What's happened? He's been up all night, having a party. Blah, blah. So Nicky goes, oh, quick, give me the car. So he gets in the car, starts going around kind of the circuit, and sees James' car pulled up on the side by a crash barrier. And Nicky's like, oh, don't say he's crashed. So he gets out of the car, runs over, kind of just about to touch James's helmet, and James kind of lifts up the helmet and goes, oh, Nicky, you okay? And Nicky's like, no, are you okay? Yeah, just had a heavy night, just pulled over, just had a little bit of a nap. And that was the beauty of those days. It wasn't like serious sport business. Like now, these guys are just walking billboards, aren't they? And they've got a corporate meeting at 2, and you've got to go and do a kind of public event at 3, and you've got to meet sponsors at 4. But, if I was reincarnated, I'd love to come back as a 1970s Formula 1 driver, because those were the carefree days where, yes, it was a sort of business, but on your off time, you worked hard, you play hard, you party hard, and, it was just one of those halcyon days of, like Clay Regazzoni. Yeah. He was a Ferrari driver, he was Swiss, but, he embodied what all the 1970s drivers were all about. He was at Monza once, and obviously he'd met a girl, took the girl out, had a nice convertible, he's driving, trying to impress her, and all of a sudden the police turn up and pull him over. So Clay Regazzoni's looking at the girl going, see, Formula 1 driver, So the policeman turns up and he goes, you were driving rather fast. And Clay Regazzoni goes, just acknowledges like, yeah, of course I'm a Formula 1 driver. So the policeman goes, do you know how fast you were going? And Clay Regazzoni just looks at this guy, he's like, of course, I'm Clay Regazzoni, I drive for Ferrari. And the policeman goes, we got you at 120 kilometres an hour. And immediately Clay, obviously with his girl, wants to impress the girl, goes, absolute rubbish, I must be doing at least 200 kilometres an hour. Back to the station, please.
Oh, too good, bro. And there's a certain style about them as well. They just embody style, doesn't it? Hans Heyer as well.
Yeah, well, Hans Heyer, you know, can you just imagine this? If you're listening to me on the radio, just imagine this happening at the Singapore Grand Prix. Hans Heyer was in 1977 at the German Grand Prix in Hockenheim. He was German, and he felt that he had an adoring fan base. He didn't qualify for the actual race on Sunday, but because he was a local hero, he had a word with the marshals, squared it off with the marshals, that somehow the pit lane exit, there'll be no marshals when the race started. So on the starting grid, there were 26 cars, lights go green, 26 cars go off. As all the cars go around the first bend, Hans gets in his car in the empty garage, comes out, bam, straight onto the track, and he's racing. And in those days, it wasn't the time, it wasn't like down to the 1,000th of a second. It was all hand-timed, and people were trying to coordinate the timings and stuff. And it was only like 7 laps in that the official time was like going, hang on a minute, there's 27 cars on the track, but there's supposed to be 26. And he just went for it, hands high, went for it. And I think he's the only guy in Formula One that only did he not have a DNQ, which was did not qualify. He also had a DNF, did not finish, because he was black flagged, so he had a DSQ as well. So he got the kind of holy trinity. So he didn't qualify, didn't finish, and he was disqualified. But can you just imagine that? Like Singapore Grand Prix, you got some nice millionaire kind of got a little car tucked in the garage, and they're all off. Hamilton, you know, Rosberg, Vettel, they all go off around the first corner. He's like, well, I can have a go at this, and gets in his own car and he's off. And yeah, 1977, just imagine that.
Class.
You know, you just, a local hero. Obviously, he felt he wanted to race, so he just had a word with the marshals. The marshals were like, okay, well, we'll just like move off, and there was no one guarding the pit exit, and he just got in his car and whoop, that was it, he was off.
Yeah, nice.
And those were the days. There were the things that they were allowed to get up to. Nowadays, in 2016 in Formula One, it's so controlled, so monitored, you know, cameras all over the place.
It's a bit boring for you now, isn't it?
It's just so... Well, let's put it this way. I've worked in Formula One. I love Formula One. But this year, I was more gripped into MotoGP with Valentino Rossi. Yeah. That was just amazing, the way he was coming back after 6 years. And, you know, he's just a complete legend. And then, unfortunately, he literally kicked the title away in Sepang. Yeah. That moment of madness. Yeah. But that was what the drama was all about. Every Grand Prix was exciting, and they're cutting in each other. And the Phillip Island race, when there's like 4 bikes on the last lap, that's what Formula One needs to get back to, you know. But when you got Ferrari spending $200 million on trying to get the aerodynamic wing 1 degree better than everyone else, whereas, you know, how can you relate to that? You know, I think that's why MotoGP and motorbikes in Asia has got such a grip on the fans here, because you can relate. You can get onto your Honda, you can get onto your Yamaha, ride your bike around the motorways of Asia, and then you can relate to these guys doing the same in MotoGP. While in Formula One, can you really relate getting into your car here in Singapore and going underneath the ERP at 60 kilometres an hour when you then go to kind of Marina Bay and see these guys going at 200k in a car that is worth like $10-20 million? How can you relate to kind of that, you know? Yeah.
Hey, I went to the Macau GP.
Yeah.
Awesome. If that was the year that Alex Young had that spin out during practice.
Yeah, that was the Audi 8, yeah.
Yeah, on the Audis, yeah. I think he still won the title that year.
Yeah.
That was mental, man. Like, I spoke to a number of the riders, the bike riders. And they're scrazing their helmets on the side of those walls.
No, you can actually walk, this is absolutely true. If you ever go to Macau, you can actually walk around some of the circuit, and I think some areas they do keep some of the concrete kind of blocks there. And when you actually get to a corner, you can actually physically see the paint struck onto the concrete, and then you realise that these are the motorcyclist helmets touching the concrete as they're scraping past to get that extra kind of 1/10 of a second faster. Mental. That is brave. It's mental, but it's brave. You know.
Who was the do you remember who the long-time winner of that event was? Because I interviewed him. I can't remember what his name was.
Bikes or cars?
Yeah, bikes.
I can't remember the bikes.
No, like real Yorkshire man. I think he was.
Oh God, now.
Real famous. So Audi, the Asian motorsport, worth keeping an eye on this.
Oh,
this
completely.
Year,
Yep. This weekend you've got the Asian Le Mans is at Buriram in Thailand.
No way.
Yeah. They're starting off this weekend, and I think that will be on Fox Sports.
Is Alex in that?
No.
Okay.
No, because they actually go into the proper Le Mans 24 hour.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys are really interested in Asian motorsport, you want to see it live, I think there's a company called EPM. their web channel on YouTube. They actually stream it live, and if you miss any of the highlights on Fox Sports, you can catch the highlight shows on EPM on YouTube. So, you know, you forget about Formula One. Formula One's just like, you know, it's on another level. If you want to go local and start supporting local heroes, get into Asian Le Mans, get into Audi R8 LMS Cup. They actually race Audi race in Sepang. I think mid-August maybe is the next event. So we race around China, we're going to go to Taiwan, Malaysia, and where else are we going as well? I think there's a couple of other, we go to Shanghai. So there's about 6 events through the year for the Audi R8s. And also, of course, we go to Buriram. If ever you go to Thailand, this Buriram circuit's amazing. Also, Buriram United.
Yeah, Thunder Castle.
Have you been there?
Not been there. I've commentated on a few games there.
It's modelled on Manchester United.
Wow.
And the game plan there is so amazing that they've actually got a hotel next to the stadium, the Buriram United Hotel. And I'm not kidding, you go in there, the bed sheets, the bed covers, the walls, Buriram United logoed. And in every room, there's pictures of the footballers.
No.
Yeah.
That's different class.
Yeah. So if you're an opposing fan going to a Buriram United game, don't stay at the Buriram United Hotel, because if you lose, you may trash the place, you know?
Yeah. That's different class. They're doing that. Different class to ties.
Yeah. Well, I think basically they've looked at Manchester United and they've seen how well their merchandise and their commercialisation of a brand is. And they just got the Man United play-by-play book, and, you know, Buriram just... Wherever you go in Thailand, you've got the Buriram United shirt, and that's absolutely fantastic.
They are the Toyota League Cup winners this year, the Premier League winners this year,
won the lot.
And the Toyota Mekong Club Championship winners this year.
Yeah,
we were very much involved in that. Did you say you've got a friend who was an F1 agent?
Oh, yeah. I won't tell you the name or the driver because I don't want to embarrass the guy. But this, he was the agent of a Formula 1 driver, and basically what happened was he turned up to a Grand Prix, and the pit board man, was ill. Now the pit board man was 6'3". This guy is about 5'6", and because he's part of a crew, you got to wear overalls. So he had to put on this poor guy's overalls, about 6'3". He tried to put on these 6'3" overalls. It's all hanging, it's all loose and all uncomfortable. And he has to go to the pit board. Now, if viewers or listeners don't know what that means, that when the driver comes past, you've got to put in these plastic little kind of numbers or names or words, and then you've got to put it out so the driver sees the information as he goes by. So my friend hadn't done it before. So the race starts. He looks at the timing, and he gets the kind of lap 1, the time, and puts the kind of leader's name on the board. And he's all getting a bit nervous, and he's like waiting, and his driver comes by, throws the board out, brings it back in, realises there's no stickers on the board. And then he realised he'd put it upside down. So when he threw the board out, it just went all on the track. And all of a sudden, the pit lane, there's flashing on all everyone's TV screens. You know, there's investigation down pit lane, and everyone looks at him like going, "Was that you?" He's like, "No." As he sees all these like numbers and names and letters all trundling down the kind of F1 track, and then he kept kind of putting the timing for his driver, and his driver was going so far behind the leader that he didn't have enough space for the gap. So he just basically put 2 far behind. So it was like number 2 far behind. And he threw that out, and then everyone starts laughing to him because obviously he still had the kind of radio pit communication, and the team are laughing, and they go to him, "You're an idiot. He only wants to know how far he is behind the guy in front of him, not the leader."
Brilliant.
You know?
Hey, talking of teams that were behind, Hougang United were training Tampines the last time we spoke to Joel Tam. What's happening now, Joel?
Hey, Joe. Hey, Andy. I wanted to say hey, Joel, for a moment, but never mind. I'm with 2 Tampines Rovers fans right now.
Well, firstly, what's the score?
Score is still 1-0 right now. But there was the second goal was root offside, but it was a beautiful goal nonetheless.
Is Jermaine Pennant playing?
Yes, Jermaine Pennant.
What's he look like?
He set up the second goal. He's looking sharp, quick, always on the ball, defending well. He dropped deep and he presses forward immediately after. His passing is immaculate, definitely. Like watching him play is a joy. The fans are enjoying it right now. The way he set up the assist for the disallowed goal was just pure class though. He was at the baseline and he flicked it over, and it was a bicycle kick, but sadly the referee disallowed it.
Why didn't he allow it?
Pardon?
Why didn't he allow it?
I think it was ruled offside. I think the guy who scored the goal was just a bit in front of his defender, just a tiny little bit.
Okay, and everyone's enjoying themselves there at the Jalan Besar Stadium?
Yeah, everyone's enjoying themselves, especially the Hougang Wolves, man. They are just crazy,
Are you
go on. Right now, I went up to the third floor to find 2 Tampines Rovers fans, so I'm just with them right now. They're also enjoying the game, definitely, because their team is leading 1-0.
Okay, are you going to talk to them, or
you want to talk? You want to talk to them, or you want me to talk?
You can talk to them. Yeah, I'm interested in what you're going to ask them.
All right. So, okay, you're Daryl, right? And you? Harry. Okay, how's the game? How's the game coming about for the two of you?
Great, and it was so much fun here.
Okay, watching Jermaine Pennant play, what do you expect from him?
More. We are studying more of him, and it is so good to see
Seeing him play so well, do you expect a hat trick coming in the next 10 minutes?
Should be, yeah.
Should be, right? Okay, come on. Give me a Rovers chant. Tampines Rovers. Tampines Rovers. Louder, come on. Tampines Rovers. Tampines Rovers. Yeah, Andy, can you feel the support from the 2 fans?
Sounds amazing, bro.
Yeah. So the game is end to end. Hougang United is putting up a good fight as well.
Okay.
Pressing hard too. Just sadly they can't find the goal.
Hey, good to know. Well done on your coverage. Be sure to take lots of video. We put it up on redcardsportsradio.com.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm taking lots of videos from different angles, man.
See you now. It's Joel, our intern, reporting there.
So is Jermaine Pennant actually going to play for Tampines?
Tampines, bro.
Tampines, sorry.
Yeah, he's on trial with them.
Well, if I'm Arsenal and he's ex-Arsenal, I have to support them.
Support who you like. Choose your colours. Choose your colours.
Tampines.
Tampines.
Right, okay.
You can say it in this sort of accent if you like. I just want to, before you go, because we've gone on longer than we would have expected, but that's okay. I want to talk about horse racing.
Yep.
Because as much as you are into motorsport, you're into horse racing as well.
Yeah.
You do a lot of work with the Turf Club here?
Yeah, no, well, I freelanced there, did the pre-launch freelance there a couple of years ago. And, it's a great kind of, it's one of the unsung kind of things about Singapore. I don't think a lot of people know because it's way far out near Kranji. And, in England, if you go racing, it's like $100 to go in for a day. Well, here it's like $5. It's a great little day out.
It's an amazing
and
day
it's
out.
Air conditioned as well.
Brilliant.
It's a great fun day.
And there's Friday night racing.
Sunday afternoon,
racing.
Yeah. And it's just for what you can get there. If you go to a cinema here or if you go theatre, it's a great day out. It's well worth going.
Thing that you can't take kids.
Yeah. But that's good though.
Well, yeah, that is. Yeah, you're right. That is good.
That's one of the beauties of Singapore, that they do look after you.
Yeah, that is true. So Friday night racing, you were there last night.
Yeah.
Any good?
No, I wasn't. But I went for a bit of a shorty and didn't come off, and the 66-1 winner one. So I was like kind of kicking the cat. And that reminds me of the time when I was in Mumbai, and it was Indian Derby Day. I'll never forget this. I should have got a photograph of the horse and just had it up on my house just to remember, because I'll never forget the day. And then it was like kind of 3 races in, you've done a load of money, and the 4th race, it was a debutante's race, so these horses had never seen the race course. So my wife was like going, I like this horse, strength to strength. I'm like, there's no form, come on, let's just go to the Kingfisher beer tent, have a beer and stuff. So I was like, I'm not going to throw any more money after, we've lost on 3 races. So we go to the beer tent, and of course, Murphy's Law says, strength to strength, come up, strength to strength. And it only won, and it paid 271 to 1 on the tote. And I missed it. Yeah. And
we've all got those stories,
and
right?
My wife has never forgotten to remind me about it.
Awesome. I went to Singapore Cup this year.
Yeah.
Good day out. I was with the Premier Racing boys.
Okay.
Very nice.
But now I don't think they're going to be doing the Cup now. I think they're putting all the resources into the Singapore Derby and the Singapore Gold Cup.
Oh.
So, and that's worth going to, the Singapore Gold Cup. That's a legendary race, isn't it? That's one of the oldest, the most prestigious races of the calendar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Singapore has come a long way. When I was here about 2005, first started here, it's in the shadow of Hong Kong, because Hong Kong's just like the epicenter of Asian racing.
Yeah.
But they've really progressed it to a standard now where, Singapore horses are going off to the Dubai Carnival, they're actually going to Japan, going to kind of Hong Kong races. And the Turf Club needs to be commended for actually kind of strengthening in and building up the quality and the standard of the horse racing here.
Yeah.
It's,
I think
very
we're
good.
going to be doing a horse racing show. I think there's enough people out there with enough knowledge and enough tips to
I'll
make it.
put my hand up.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, just got any tips for us then?
Tips, yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking,
don't follow my tips.
Yeah.
If you see me at Cranji Racecourse and you hear me saying horse 4, don't back horse 4.
Lay it. Just lay it.
Just lay it. Yeah, do what opposite of whatever I do. Basically,
I used to work for Mark Reed at Darwin All Sports.
Yeah.
On the Turf Club there at the Turf Club.
Oh, okay.
A couple of years, 97 to 99.
Yeah.
Different class.
Yeah.
Different.
It's a great sport, but as
Yeah.
Alan Bentley was quite rightly saying, in England it's got its problems now because old people like us, we, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot realise how deprived we were. We had what, Grandstand and World of Sport. That was it on a Saturday, wasn't it? Grandstand, 2 channels, Grandstand, and World of Sport, and World of Sport had kind of the horse racing. The old ITV7, and my granddad used to have a little flutter down the bookies, and I used to be there with him, and that's how I got into the sport.
Yeah.
But now kids just don't have or don't want to have the access to horse racing. One, it's expensive to go, but there's more things now for your leisure pound, isn't it? You can bet on football or cricket. There's Xbox. You can go golfing.
Subbuteo.
Yeah. Do you reckon there's match fixing in Subbuteo?
Sure.
When you get to the World Cup, do you reckon there's these fixers that go around in glasses, like shady guys, like trying to bung them like $100 Singapore just to miss a penalty or something,
Sure.
over unders on the kind of Asian bookie line or something, on Subbuteo World Cup. That could be interesting. You have to get them in, ask these questions.
I should have been more hard hitting with my journalistic. I didn't even mention the drug testing or the.
Well,
match
it's the World
fixing.
Cup. Surely WADA gets involved for a Subbuteo World Cup. No.
Oh, too good. Hey, get yourself racing, everyone. That's all I can say. It's it's the sport of kings, but you can get involved. You actually own a horse as well.
Yeah. Well, this is another thing. In England, for every £1 you put in, I think for ownership, you only get something like 12p back. But here in Singapore,
Good
I think,
money,
you can, and also with the trainers actually at the course, I think you can actually make a profit if you
Yeah.
actually get a good horse.
Yeah.
You will definitely break even, so you won't lose money, unless you want to bet on the horse. I don't know, but
And they're good as well. If you actually buy a horse here, the trainers, they'll give you morning run
Oh,
updates.
yeah.
They'll keep you up to speed. You go along. Best thing about being the owner, you get down into the parade ring.
Yeah.
And you stand there, and the jockey comes over, and you hear about all the racing that they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Different class.
It's superb. Superb.
So you picked your team for next season in the S League.
Well,
we went
Nick,
Hougang, right?
Nick's saying Hougang, but if Jamie Pennant's going to be with
Glory
Tampines,
Hunter.
I've got
Glory
Hunter. It's Arsenal. Come on.
Don't give me that. It's Arsenal.
So are Tampines any good then? Are they be winning?
Yeah. They finished second last year.
So they're like the Man City of the S League.
Would you call them that, Nick? Man City.
Well, they're not quite so rich because I think Home and Warriors are richer than Tampines Rovers. So I wouldn't call them the Man City.
What are we going with then?
Actually, I think they're more like the Arsenal.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go. Okay. Or is he just saying that just to make me go?
We've been talking with Graham Harvey. Thanks for coming on, Graham.
No, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and there's a lot that we've left on the floor.
Yeah.
So I think you need to come back and tell us some more stories.
Yeah, and when you got Subbuteo guys, I've got to come back and ask them about WADA. I'm going to stay awake at night. I've got to kind of find this out,
It's great having them on. Also, anything else? I mean, we haven't even spoken football, have we? We could have spoken. Tell you what I would like to have spoken about is how on earth did Southampton put 4 goals against Arsenal past you lot?
Quite easy. Arsene Wenger, mate. We need. I'm one of the anti-Wenger brigade.
Wenger out. He's rubbish.
Yeah, Wenger out. Pep Guardiola in.
Come on, get real. Why do you want Wenger out? What are you on about?
It's basically, it stems back from this. We got the new stadium, and also we've got our kind of CEO Ivan Gazidis, and any loyal Arsenal fan knows that Ivan Gazidis gets paid bonuses on the bottom line, not on the trophy cabinet. So as long as we qualify for Champions League, as long as we're making profit by selling players, as long as there's money coming in the bank, Gazidis is happy and Wenger's happy. And that's where the complacencies come from. And Arsenal season ticket holders have been paying the most expensive prices for plastic on this planet for winning 0 trophies. So there's a bit of resentment that kind of, these guys are getting well paid, they've been getting their bonuses because they've been making the club profitable. But do fans want a profitable club, or do fans actually want to see the Messis or the Ronaldos being in an Arsenal shirt winning trophies? And
it's not
for
Wenger's fault, though, is it? It's not his fault.
I don't know. I've got to a point where I am Wenger out. I think we just need a clean sweep. Get the Wenger out, get a new guy in. And Pep style of football suits Arsenal. So there wouldn't be a dramatic change as, say, for instance, the Ferguson dynasty left and we had Moyes come in, and that was a poison chalice. I think everyone knew, no matter who took over Alex Ferguson role, he was always going to be compared to the great man of Ferguson. So David Moyes was on a hiding to nothing. I think you clearly see that as a poison chalice. And also, the thing about the Premier League now is there too much player power? Are the players more powerful now than the manager?
Of course they are. They don't care.
Look at Chelsea. The Chelsea fans, they don't want to play for kind of Jose Mourinho and.
So what? I'm still getting 150 grand a week.
It's just terrible. That's the beauty of the S League. The S League, it's in English terms not an amateur league, but it is a low-level league. But when you go, you see real football.
See real passion. These boys are playing for their putting food on the table of their family.
It's real football. And that's what I liked about Woodlands Wellington when I used to go there. They weren't that great, but at least you support your local team, you go out, you meet people. Singapore's beautiful weather, so it's not like on a wet Friday night with a cup of Bovril waiting to get into the train station on a cold February night in London. It's a beautiful kind of weather here in Singapore, so it's just a great day. Go, Singapore S League.
Geylang Boleh, mate. Geylang International.
Who are they?
Do you know who are they? They're going to win the
Stanley. Who are they?
Graham Harvey's been with us. Thanks for your company today. Don't forget to try and win that Samsung phone. We'll give away one every month. You can get onto the Samsung Sports Flow app and go onto our channel there. We want your best football chant. Been a good show, Nick. Yeah? Got some chants out, met some S-League players, got updates. Yeah, we've done everything today, right?
Yeah, we have.
And you learnt about Subbuteo.
Yeah, I did.
What's on tomorrow's show, Nick?
Oh, the interview everybody wants to get. Jermaine Pennant
on the
is on the show.
What should we ask him?
I don't know. We'll have to go home and prepare. I don't think I'll sleep.
Can't wait. He's got right. If you've got any questions, then please send it in. Graham, many thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Many thanks for watching as well. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
It's a red card.
And he should get 2 red cards. That's
got the red card out.
Red Card Sports Radio.